Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a law firm website. So this is the website that we're going to create over here. As you can see, this beautiful website that you see over here is what we are going to create. Now this is a law firm website and it talks about everything about law. So if you are willing to, or if you are about to create a law firm website for your client, or if you want to create a law firm website for yourself, this video is for you. So if you're a lawyer or if you're a law firm and then you want a website for yourself, you can watch this video over here and then you can be able to create a website for yourself. Now I'm going to take you through how the website looks like, and then if you like it, you can go ahead and watch the video and learn how to create it. So basically, this is the home page of the website over here. As you can see, very beautiful design. The website have, you know, a header, transparent header over here, and also a sticky header. So when you scroll, you see that the header is what sticky, and it changes color over here. So I'm going to show you how you can be able to do that with free plugins, and you're not going to buy anything. The only thing you maybe need is a hosting and then your domain name, but aside that, everything that you're going to do or you're going to learn how to create is basically free. So you have the header over here with your logo, and then your navigation menu over here, and then we also have a button over here. But if you want, you know, let's say social media icons, you can be able to add all of them over here. Now the next section is the hero section over here, and as you can see, we have a background, very nicely background over here, and then we have it's divided into three. We have this section over here, this section over here, and then this section also over here. So the whole big column is divided into three different sections. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can be able to do that. Now when you scroll down, also you have the expertise section also, where it talks about all the expertise that your law firm really you know, deal in. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can be able to do this beautiful you know, hover effect that you can see over here. As you hover, it changes color. I'm going to show you how you can be able to do that. Now when you scroll down, we have the why choose us section. It talks about why you're supposed to choose this particular law firm over here. Now let's scroll down over here, and then this is also some counters, you know, icons over here, where when the person reload the page and scrolls down, it's going to be counting to, you know, the number that is supposed to be count to. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can be able to do it. So if I refresh this website right now, I'm supposed to see that counter in effect. So as you can see, very beautifully done over here. I'm going to show you how you can be able to do all these things. Now when you scroll down over here, we also have the latest blog section. Okay, so this, you can display some of your latest articles that you've written on the front page over here. Then when you come down, also we have you know, the call to action section, which you'll be able to, you know, put a button over here for people to get consultation from your law firm. And then we have our last session, we have the footer section, also beautifully designed over here. So this is the home page, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so we have the about us also page over here. There is an about us page also over here, and as you can see, this is how this one also looks like. Very beautifully designed with, you know, everything that law firm is supposed to have, with all your lawyers displayed over here with their names and emails and other stuff, and then a call to action also over here. Now when you go to, we have the services section, and then also have a single service section over here, which you can be able to add all your single services section. So the number of you know, services you have, you can be able to display it over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks like, and then you can link it to the single service page also over here. So this is how it looks like. Very beautifully you know, cards that you can be able to design over here, and you are good to go. Now let's go to the next one, and this is how the single service also looks like. Let's take a look at how the single service page also looks like. So this is a single service page. This is how it looks like over here. Very simple single service page. And then we also have the blog page, so you can be able to get a nicely designed blog page over here. Okay, and then when somebody clicks on read more, the person can go ahead and then read more also over here. Okay, so you can write articles for people to read to drive traffic to your website. Okay, and then we'll have the contact page. So this is how the contact page also looks like. Okay, so it's just a simple contact us page with some contact details, and then also a form over here for people to come over here and then fill a form and submit some questions and other stuff that they have. Okay, so people will be able to easily reach out to you. And then the consult also links to the same contact page over here. So the same form over here, and then they'll be able to leave some notes or questions that they have for you if they want to consult. They want you to give them a consultation. So basically this is how the website looks like, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to design this beautiful website. So it's going to be a little bit longer tutorial, so I'll put timestamps over here over in the description for you, and then you can be able to forward it as long as you want. If you don't understand anything, just pause and then rewatch. You can rewind, rewatch, whatever it is that you want to do, but make sure that you don't skip anything, because you will learn much about it. So I'm going to show you how you can be able to get beautiful images for your website. I also leave all the images that I use on this particular website for you, and then you can be able to design it yourself. Okay, so this is exactly what we are going to create. And if you are new over here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Kobe, and I do web design tutorials using WordPress. Okay, so let's subscribe and let's keep this channel going. But please don't go anywhere, stick with me, and let's start designing this beautiful website. Alright guys, so to be able to design this beautiful website you see over here, we need three things. Now the first one is we need to have a domain name, and the second one is we need to buy our hosting and connect the domain name to the hosting. And then the third one is we need to install WordPress on our hosting to be able to design our website. And that is exactly what we're going to do over here. So I'm going to open a new tab over here, and then please type in kaetechdigital.com/namecheap. Now this is the place where we're going to buy our domain name from. I'll leave the link in the description for you so that you can be able to just use that link to buy your domain name and hosting. Now this link is an affiliate link. If you use it to buy domain name and hosting, you are helping the channel for us to be able to produce more of these kind videos for you for free. Now what we're going to do over here, so this is the website you see over here. They have cheap domains that you can be able to buy as low as $6 or so. Yeah, $6.49 or so. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for our domain name over here. So just go ahead and search for your domain name that you want. So the domain name I'm going to search for is, let's say, Pinnacle Legal Group. Okay, so pinnaclelegalgroup.com. I'm going to search for this particular domain name and see if it is available, and then I'll go ahead and then we'll purchase it. So I'm going to click on search over here and wait for it to load for me. All right, so the domain name is available and it is $11.28, which if you are renewing, you renew it about $15 over here, but we can still get a discount if you use this newcom over here. Okay, so newcom, that is the coupon code that we're going to use. You can get this one as cheap as $6.49 over here. So as you know, just go ahead and then just click on add to cart over here. So we're going to click on add to cart to add this domain name in our cart, and then later on we can go ahead and then purchase, but we have to add it to our cart first, and then we go ahead to search for hosting. So to be able to get your hosting, of course, there are other things over here like web hosting and other stuff, but we're not going to click any of these ones. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to hover on hosting over here, and we're going to look for shared hosting. Okay, so I'm going to click on shared hosting over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for the cheapest shared hosting that I will get. So I'm going to go ahead and then just take this particular one over here. So as you can see, we can get it as low as 1.98 per month for a year. Okay, so if you need it, just go ahead and then click on get started. But depending on what you want, you look through it, you look through their features over here, and then you select the one that you want. So the cheapest one, you can still host 3 websites on this particular domain, which the whole year you're gonna pay 22.88 USD over here. Okay, so you can go ahead and then just pick this one. Just click on get started over here, and then you can be able to go ahead and then they will link the domain name and hosting for you. So as you can see, since we've already added our domain name to the cart, they will link it to the shared hosting that we are purchasing. Okay, so over here they said connect to new domain name. But of course, if you have an existing domain name already which you want to connect, you can just click over here. But we are buying a new domain name, so we're going to use this one. And then this is the new domain name. It's already in cart, and then this is the domain name that they are talking about. So we connect it together, and this is the shared hosting. As you can see over here, shared hosting, the disk space is 60 gigabyte SSD, and the bandwidth is unlimited, and then it will be able to host 3 websites over here. Now the next one is we need to click on add to cart over here, and then we go ahead to purchase our domain name and then what and hosting. But I have already gotten a domain name and hosting, and so this is just me taking you through how you can be able to get your own domain name and then hosting. Of course, you'll be able to sign in or create an account over here. So just go through the process and then click on confirm over here. If you think this is okay, just click on confirm over here. Just click on confirm over here, and then they will tell you to either log in or sign up. Okay, so you're gonna log in or sign up. Okay, so that is what basically it. So as you can see, you either log in or you sign up over here. So if you are new, definitely you're gonna click sign up over here. Just enter your username that you want, the password, confirm password, your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you click on create account, and it will still bring you back to the same place over there. But I have a domain name already. I have an account over here already, so I'm not going to go ahead to buy everything. But this is the process you'll be using to buy your domain name and hosting. Okay, now I'm going to take you to my dashboard, and then let you know after buying your domain name and hosting what you want to what you are going to get over there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and then log into my dashboard. All right, guys, so after buying your domain name and hosting, this is the dashboard that you're going to have over here. So as you can see, this is my domain name. Now I already have a domain name, so I didn't really buy a new domain name, but this is the domain name that I'm going to use. And then I also have my hosting. So this icon over here is the domain name, and this one is the hosting. Okay, and these ones are SSL certificate. So the next one that we're going to do is to log into our cPanel and then install WordPress on it. Now after buying domain name and hosting on Namecheap, you're going to get some details in your email that you use to sign up. Okay, but to log into your cPanel is very simple. Hover on this hosting icon over here, and then click on go to cPanel. So we're going to click on go to cPanel over there, and it will redirect you and log into your cPanel very safely. Now your cPanel is where all your hosting files are. Okay, so that is basically like you logging into your laptop or something to see all your files. Okay, so it will take you to your cPanel, and then you'll be able to install WordPress over there. Alright guys, so as you can see over here, this is our cPanel. Now when we get to the cPanel, also it's very simple. Now we look or locate for something we call Softaculous app installer. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to look for. So go over here and look for Softaculous app installer, and then under it you're going to see script over here. Now look for WordPress and then click on it. Now it's going to take you to this page over here, and then what you will do is we're going to install, click on install now over here. So we are going to install WordPress, so we click on install now, and then it will bring you to this screen over here. And over here you make sure that you select your domain name. Now since you only have one domain name, it's going to be the one that you bought over here. Okay, now at the moment you buy domain name, they're going to give you free SSL. So before you even install your your WordPress, make sure that the SSL is activated successfully. Now to check whether your SSL is activated successfully, make sure that you select the HTTPS. Okay, so if it is HTTPS, just select it and click outside. It's going to load for you over here, and if it is SSL activated on it, nothing will show. But if SSL is not activated on it, they're going to tell you that the SSL is not activated. So you just hold on for it to propagate for you, and then you go ahead to install WordPress. Now in this directory over here, do not type in anything, but make sure that you select the the highest version or the newest version over here. Okay, basically that is it. And then you scroll down, you see site settings, and then you see admin account. Now enter your site name over here. So my site name is Pinnacle Legal Group, and then site description. So what do you guys do? Maybe let's say it's just a law firm. Okay, so law firm. And then do not enable multi-site, do not also enable disable cron. Okay, just keep it like this. Then come to admin username over here. Just make sure that you type in the username you're going to use to log into your WordPress dashboard, admin dashboard. So just type in the username. So let's say I want to type in maybe any username. So I'm going to type in KD Law. Okay, so just KD Law over here, and then the admin password, I'll copy it, or maybe I'll just try and then generate a new one. Okay, so and then copy this one and save it somewhere. Okay, and then also make sure that you have your email address set up correctly over here. Okay, so I'm going to use this particular email address over here, and then when I come over here, I'm going to just unselect this ones. Okay, so I don't need this one selected. These ones are plugins over here, so they have the pro version and the free version, but I'm going to unselect them. Then I scroll down, and then where my installation details will go, I'm still going to pick this particular email address over here, and then I'll click on install. So I'm going to hold on for it to install for me. It's going to take some few seconds to install, so just hold on for some few seconds, and then you are good to go. So as you can see, my WordPress has been installed successfully, and I can go ahead and visit the site in a new tab over here. So let's go over there and visit the site, and this is our website. As you can see, it's still loading for us. So this is our new website over here, very new. Okay, there's nothing on it. Okay, this is just 2025 WordPress installation on it. Now to log on to your dashboard, you use this administrative URL over here. So we're gonna just click over here, and then it's gonna log in for us. Okay, so it would automatically log in for us. We don't need to type in anything, we don't need to do anything. It will just take us to our dashboard straight away. All right, so now we have WordPress installed, and we are good to go to design our law firm website. Okay, so now we have WordPress installed over here. This is our dashboard, admin dashboard. Okay, so this is where we're going to do all the designs, and then it's going to come to the front end over here. So we have our WordPress installed. We can go ahead and then start designing our website. Now that we have our WordPress installed, I want to show you around how you can be able to you know, get familiar with the dashboard. Okay, so with the dashboard, when you log into your dashboard, this is what you're gonna get. Okay, some notices and other stuff over here. So what I normally love to do is to just clean up the dashboard a little bit. So I will dismiss this notice, and then with this ones, I will click on screen options over here, and I'm going to untick this particular things over here to make sure that my dashboard becomes clean. Okay, so as you can see, I have a clean dashboard. Now on your left side over here, we have the menu items for the dashboard. Okay, so for instance, we have home, which will give us the dashboard over here, and then we have updates. So when there is an update for WordPress theme or other plugins, you're gonna see it over here. Okay, and then also we have posts. So this is where you write all your articles. Okay, so every article that you're gonna write, this is where you write them. And then we also have media. So this is where all your media goes. So your images, your videos, your you know, your other files that you want to check, like PDFs and other stuff. This is where it goes. Okay, and then also we have pages. Now you know, website is made up of what, pages. Okay, so we have the home page, the about page, services page, contact us page, and a whole lot of different pages. Okay, all of them you can create them over here. Okay, using pages. So you can see all your pages over here. You can also add new page over here. And we also have comments. So if you write an article and people comment on your article, you're going to see it over here. And then we also have appearance. So this basically is used to control the look and feel of the theme that you are using. Okay, so if you are using the theme, the appearance is what you use to control you know, the look and feel of the theme that you are using. And then we also have plugins. Now plugins are something which add, you know, or softwares, or small softwares which add functionalities to your website. So for instance, if I want to create a shop page, I need a shop kind of software that will help me to create a shop. Okay, and that is it. So if I want to add you know, a form to my website where people can come over there to fill, I need to, you know, install a form plugin. Okay, so basically plugins are softwares that add functionalities to your website. And then we also have users. So these are where all your users go to. So the admin and all other users on the website, registered on the website, will be found over here. And then we have tools. Okay, so you want to import, you want to export, all of them, you can be able to see them over here. And then we have settings. So this is where you do all your settings. Okay, so with the settings, we have the general settings, which you will be able to, you know, set your site icon, and then also set your site title, your tagline, and then you know, your WordPress URL and other stuff. So basically, make sure that you set your site title, your tagline, you choose an icon. Okay, so you choose an icon. This is not a logo, this is an icon like this particular one. Okay, over here, as you see over here, this is what the site like it shows on the browser. Okay, and that is it. So you make sure that you choose an icon which is 512 by 512 pixels. Okay, so that is it. And then your WordPress URL should be the same as your site URL. Make sure that you always check this up. And then your administrative email, remember you enter the email address over here as an admin email. And then also membership. Now if you want people to register on your website, you can be able to take this one for people to be able to register on your website. And then we also have new user default role. So if somebody register on the website, what is the role you want to give to the person? This is what a subscriber. And we have different roles over here. We have the administrator, we have the editor, we have author, we have contributor, and then we have subscriber. So you as the site owner, you become what, the administrator. So if you want to give any role to somebody, maybe the person is an editor, you can give an editor to the person. And then also we have site language. So your language over here, time zone, then date format, and then time format, then a weeks he works on, and then you can click on save changes to save all your changes. Now we have writing, which you don't have nothing to do over there, but what you can really focus on is reading. Okay, so for reading, it controls how you view your website. For instance, the home page, how it displays. What do you want it to display? For now, it will display your latest post, but you can also change it to static post. Later on in the course, we will be able to change it to static post, so that when we create our home page, we will be able to change it to static page, and then we select the home page that we want it people to land on. Okay, that is it. And then these are all other few settings you can do. Just click on save changes. Discussions controls, that is the settings that controls comments and other stuff on your website. And the media, also the settings that control media files, that is images and other stuff on your website. Now another important settings that you need to check is permalinks. Okay, so permalinks is also very important for SEO purposes. Okay, so always make sure that you set your permalinks to post name. Okay, so I'm going to change from day and name, and then I'll set it to post name. Post name, because of it's very simple, and it picks the name of the post and append it at the end of the website domain name. Okay, so for instance, if you set it to day and name, it will pick your website URL and then append the specific day and then date to it. Okay, and then the name also is the sample, is the page or the post name. Okay, but make sure that you always set it to post name. That one will pick just the page name or the article or post name, which is very, very good. So I'm going to pick post name over here and then click on save changes. All right, so our next settings, which is the last one, is privacy. Now for privacy, every website needs to have a privacy policy page where you list all your privacy policies and other stuff, so people will know that their information are safe with you and other stuff. So WordPress makes it easy for you to be able to create privacy word policy pages. Now what they do is they automatically give you a sample of a privacy policy page, which is in a draft format, and then they want you to modify it and make it your own. Okay, so because it is it's something which is compulsory for every website to have, make sure that you set it up. Okay, so as you can see, it has already been set up, the page has already been set up. So if I go over here and go to pages and I click on all pages, I'm going to see that there is a page called privacy policy, which is in a draft mode. Okay, meaning that it's not published. So as you can see, this is what in a draft mode. So you go over there to you go click on edit to modify it, and then you can go ahead and publish it. So these are basically the settings of the website. These are all the dashboard. These are all the settings that you'll be going through. Now note that these are not all the things that you see over here. At the moment you install maybe a theme or a plugin, some features will still come over here. So you need to take note of that. Okay, so now our dashboard is set. We can go ahead and install theme and plugins that we want to use for our website. So our next is to install themes, and to install a free theme that we're going to use for our website, and also some plugins to help us add more functionality and design our website with ease. Okay, so that is exactly what we are going to do next. All right guys, so we are going to go straight to install a theme. Okay, so we're going to install a free theme that we're going to use to design this particular website. Now what is a theme? For those of you who don't know what a theme is just like a building blocks of every WordPress website. So to be able to design a WordPress website, you need a theme that will be able to help you design the website that you want. So sometimes if you want you are designing an e-commerce website, you try to get an e-commerce theme to fast track your process for you. And then if you are designing any kind of website that you are designing, you make sure that you choose the right theme to be able to help you design it. So WordPress theme directory have a lot of themes that you can be able to choose from, and we're going to go ahead and then choose a theme that will help us design the kind of website that we want. Now if you look at our website right now, if you visit the front end, it's just not nice. It's just having the normal 2025 theme installed on it. Okay, so basically we're going to go over there and then check it out. So as you can see, this is our website right now, and then we want to install a theme. Now at the moment we install a theme, some of things will change, okay, because the design and other stuff is going to change. Okay, so to install a theme, all what we need to do is to hover on appearance over here, click on themes. All right, so as you can see over here, these are the themes already installed. Okay, these are all WordPress default themes. Okay, so it comes pre-installed when you install WordPress. So I'm going to just delete this one, the 2024 and then the 2023 theme. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. You click on you to delete it, just hover on it, click on the theme details over here, and then click on delete. Okay, basically that is all what you have to do. Now I have only this one installed, but this is not what I want to use to design my website. I want to use a free theme called the Cadence theme. Okay, so the Cadence theme is one of the best themes that you can ever have on WordPress. Now there are a lot of themes that you can choose from, but for me, I'm going to use the Cadence theme because it is one of the best WordPress themes so far that I've ever seen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on add new theme, and then I'm going to go under popular over here. Okay, so just make sure that it is under popular, and then scroll, and then you find the Cadence theme over here. Okay, now if you don't see it now, don't worry, just go to the search theme over here, bar over here, then just write in Cadence inside it. It's gonna find or look for Cadence for you, and as you can see, this is the first one that you see over here is the Cadence theme. So hover on it like this and then click on the blue button which says install. All right, so after you install, we're going to click on the activate to activate the theme. All right, so we have installed and activated our theme, and you're going to have this one which says get started with AI powered website. Now of course, if you want to choose a starter template from here, meaning that don't if you don't want to start from scratch and you want to choose a starter theme for here, you can install and then go ahead. But I'm going to close this one over here, and then this is the the theme that we have activated. Now if you go to the front end and then we refresh our website, you see that our website design will change. All right, so now this is how our website design looks like. It's not really what we want, but this gives us the building blocks to be able to help us design the kind of website that we want. Okay, so now that we have the theme installed, now what do we do again? Now we want to install some additional plugins or some plugins that will help us add additional functionalities to our website. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Now we want to design the website without coding, without writing any single line of code, and want to use a page builder. Okay, now we call it a website builder because you can use it to build any kind of website and any part of your website. So we're going to install a website builder or a page builder to help us to be able to design the kind of website that we want. So to be able to install that particular plugin, we're going to go over on plugins over here, and then we click on add new plugin. Now before we even check or add new plugin, let's go to installed plugins over here to see the plugins that are installed on our website. So these are the two plugins installed on our website and they are not even activated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click over here, okay, so that I will select all of them, and I'll click on the bulk actions and I'll say delete. So I'm going to delete these two plugins which is installed on the website. I'm going to just click on apply and click on OK. All right, so it is what deleted. Now we're going to add a new plugin. So I'll click on add new plugin over here. Now of course, to get Elementor, there are two ways to be able to get it. You can use the the plugin directory by Elementor to be able by WordPress to be able to get your Elementor installed, or you can just open a new link over a new tab over here and then just type in kaetechdigital.com/Elementor. Okay, So we're going to install Elementor slash Elementor. Now this is also what an affiliate an affiliate link. If you use it to download Elementor, of course, if you want the pro version of Elementor, you can be able to get it over here, but we're going to use the free version. Okay, so but this is an affiliate link. You can use it to get the Elementor page builder over here. So as you can see, this is the page builder. You can get as low as $4.92, and you can get a lot of widgets and templates and all those kind of stuff to be able to use on your website. Okay, so basically this is it. You can go ahead and purchase it, but we're going to use Elementor free version, so no need to do that. Okay, so all what we need to do is to go ahead and then, but of course, like I said, if you are ready to buy Elementor Pro, which have more functionalities to design a website, please use my link. I'll leave the link in the description over here so that you can be able to use it to purchase Elementor Pro. But we're going to use Elementor, so I'm going to go cancel this one and go over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to search for Elementor. All right, so this is Elementor, and this is Elementor website builder. So this is what we're going to use to design most part of our website. Okay, so to be able to install it, we click on install now over here to install for us. Now we've installed Elementor, but we won't activate it yet because we want to install other plugins also to be able to help us build a website. So I'm going to install Royal add-ons also and templates. I'm going to click on install over here, and I'll install another plugin called the Met form to help us to build nice form for our website. So I'm going to install this particular plugin also over here. All right, and then I also install classic widgets. Okay, so classic widgets help me with the theme that I'm using. I want the classic widget so I can be able to design it the way I want it. So I'll look for classic widget over here to help me with my footer. The widget is the classic widget is what I want, so I'm going to just use install now, click install now, and now with this one I can even activate it because that is the last plugin that I'm installing. So I've activated the classic widget. That is the only plugin activated over here. So to activate all of them, you can either choose to activate them one, or you can select all of them like this, the three, click on bulk actions and click on activate, and then click on apply. All right, so all our plugins have been activated successfully. Now we can be able to go ahead and start creating pages to be able to build our website. Now let's look at the website that we're going to build. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the website that we want to build. Now I'm going to close this one since we are not going there. I'm going to close also this particular one over here, and then we'll focus on the website that we are building and the website that we are going to build. So this is the website that we are going to build over here. Now this is how the header looks like. It's a transparent header and then a sticky header as well. So we have the logo over here, we have the home page, we have the about page, the services, the blog and all contact, and then we also have a button which says consult now. Now we can when you scroll down also over here, what we have is these few things over here that you can be able to use the classic widget to make it easily or design it very easily, and then we use the customizer section of the theme to also change the colors and all those kind of stuff. Okay, so basically that is what we're going to do. So first of all, we want to design our home page first. Okay, so to be able to design our home page, we need to create the pages and then use Elementor to design it. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to create pages in our next part of this tutorial. All right guys, so to be able to create our pages, we go to hover on pages over here, and then we click on all pages. All right, so we have two pages over here, but I'm going to trash this one because it's a sample page. So I'm going to click on trash, means I'm going to delete it. Okay, And then remaining this one, I'm just going to leave this one over here, okay, because that is a privacy policy page and I want it to be on the website. So I will just leave it in the draft mode for now, but I'm going to create my new page. So before that, let me go inside the trash and then delete permanently this page which is inside the trash. All right, so now I can go ahead and click on add new page. Okay, so if this is the first time you're opening this particular page or you're adding a new page, you're gonna see this one. Okay, it's like kind of you know, something that helps you to be able to move around the page. Okay, so it's showing you around, but I'm gonna just close this one over here, and this is how it looks like. Now this is the blog editor, okay, Gutenberg blog editor. Now what you have to do is with this particular blog editor, all what you need to do is to use what do you call it, blocks, to be able to design your page. Okay, but we're not going to use the Gutenberg blog editor to design our page. That is why we installed Elementor. So we're going to install or use Elementor to be able to help us design the page that we want. So to do that, first of all, we need to give our page a name. So the name for that page is home. Okay, so we're going to just um, design our home, or create our home page first. So the first page we will create is home. Okay, and then when you come over here, you can set a featured image for it, but I'm not going to do that because it's just a home page. I won't set any featured image for it. But what I'll do is I'll come to this place which says template. Okay, I'm going to change the template, so I'll click on this default template over here and I'll select Elementor full width. Okay, because I want to use Elementor full width to design my website. So I'll select Elementor full width. Now the difference between Elementor full width and Elementor canvas is that for the canvas you don't have any header and footer. You're going to design the whole page. Okay, but for the full width, it gives you access with it will, your website will have a header and then also a footer. Okay, so I'm going to choose full width over there, and then I'll click outside and I'll click on publish over here. All right, so my first page is what is created. Okay, my first page is created. Now if you want to edit or design the page, we'll click on this blue button over here which says edit with Elementor, but we'll come there later on. We want to create all the pages that we're going to use for this particular website. So for instance, we have home, we have about, we have services, single service page, we have blog, and then we have what, contact. Okay, now let's scroll down and see if there are other pages also that we can create. Okay, so basically that is all. These pages are not really set up. Okay, so these are single services what pages, but we're going to use a pound sign to be able to represent all this page, or we'll link it to the services or the single service page. Okay, so if you create a single service page, you can be able to use it, but for the sake of the tutorial, that is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to come over here and click on this close icon over here, and then I'm going to click on this options icon over here, and then I'll exit the full screen. So I'm just going to click over here to exit the full screen, and then what I'll do is I'm going to click over here to say add new page. All right, so our new page is added. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a title. So we're going to say about. Okay, so this is our new about page, and we'll do the same thing. We go to click on default template, click on it, and then change it to Elementor full width, and then we click on publish over here. All right, so I'm going to create all the other pages also the same way. So this is going to be our services page. The same way, we go over here, click on default template, click on full width, and then click on publish. Okay, so I'm going to click on create another page also, which is single service page. I'm going to create a single single service. I'm going to click over here to default, click over here, Elementor full width, and then just publish. Okay, so I'm going to create another page also, which is the blog page. Okay, so that is where all our blog posts will be, what will be will go. All our blog posts will go to that particular page. So I'm going to just name it blog, and then click on default, click on this one, click on this one, full width, Elementor full width, click on publish, click on publish. Okay, so the last page we're going to create is the contact page. All right, so I'm going to just name it contact, and then go do the same thing. Click on default template, click on this one, click on Elementor full width, click on publish, click on publish. Okay, so let's go to all pages, and these are all the pages that we've created so far. So we have about, blog, contact, home, privacy, which was created for us, services, and then single service page. Now that we have created our pages, now we want to create menu. Okay, so we want to create menu. Now we'll come back to design the pages one after the other, but I want to create menu first. Okay, so to create your menu, now when we say menu, navigation menu, this is what, this is your menu. Okay, this is also menus. These are also what, menus. Okay, so we want to create that menus first. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to appearance over here, and the appearance, we will go straight to menus. Okay, so we're going to click on menus over here, and then what we will do is we will give the name for the menu. So the name we're going to do is just type in primary menu. So I'm going to use primary menu over here, and I'll set the location to primary. Okay, it means that I want it to be on top over here. Okay, I want it to be on top over here. That is my primary menu, and then I'll set it to create. I'll just click on create menu. All right, so we have created our primary menu, but there is nothing in it. Okay, so there are no menu items in it. So what we will do is we have to bring some menu items in it. So what do we want it to be on our on our primary menu? So what do we want it to be on this particular menu over? We want the home, we want the about, we want the services, blog, and then contact. Okay, so that is exactly what we want. So we want the the home. You see we have two home over here, but I'll select all of them, and then I'll delete one because I want to see which one is the one that I created. Okay, so I'll click on this one which says home. I'll click on about, I'll click on blog, contact, home again, services, and then single service. Okay, then I'm going to click on add to menu. All right, so now this is not the home page I want, because this is a custom link. So I'm going to just remove this one. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll bring this one on top over here. So I'll just click and drag. Okay, just click and drag, and then bring it on top over here. So we have home, about, and then I'll bring my services also just after about, and then single service, I want it to be under services. So just push it like this. It's going to be under the services, and then also we have blog and then contact. Okay, so this is how we want it to be, and then we click on save changes or save menu. All right, so our primary menu is saved. Now let's go to the front end and see our primary menu. So as you can see, this is how the menu looks like. Now let's refresh it and see what we created in the format that we created. So you see we have home, we have about, services, and then a single service is under service, and then we have blog, and then we have what, contact. So this is good, this is good. This is what we want. But first of all, we want to set this home as our home page, because if I click on home over here, you see that this is not our home page. Okay, you can even see from the link over here, it says slash home, but we don't want it to be like that. We want that when we click over here, the home page should be what, just our website URL, not slash home. Okay, just the domain name over here. So to be able to do that, what we will do is first of all, we will go to settings. Okay, so we're going to go to settings, and then we go to reading. Now remember that from the beginning I told you that we can set a static page as our home page. Okay, so it says your home page displays. We're going to set a static page for it, and then we look through it, and then we look for home over here. Okay, so that is it, and then we just click on save changes. Now we're not going to set a post page, which is a blog page, for any page. Okay, we just leave the blog page like that because we will design a blog page ourselves. Okay, so that is exactly what we want. So if we come over here and then we click on home over here, you see that now this is our home page because it doesn't say slash home. Okay, and that is it. So now we have our home page set up. Now let's go back to the menus over here and click on menus. Now we want to create some other few menus also. We want to create some other few menus because if you look at the footer over here, we have practice, and then we have useful links also over here. So we want to create those two menus. So to be able to create another menu, you see this link over here, it says create a new menu. Just click on it, and then we're going to give a name for our menu. We'll say quick links. Okay, quick links. And then we're not going to set any location for it. We'll just say create menu. So let's look at the quick links. What is there? Okay, so we have the about, we have services, we have blog, and then we have contact. Okay, so that is exactly where we want to set it over there. So I'm going to go to view all, and then we say about, blog, contact, services. These four things will go over here. About, services will come on top, and then blog, and then contact. Let me have a look at it. So about services, our blog, and contact. So let's change this one from blog to our blog. So to do that, you see this arrow over here, just click on it over here, and then you can edit the title over here. So we're going to change it to our blog. Okay, so let's see if it is the same. Yes, so services, our blog. Okay, so very good. So we come over here, and then we will just click on top this one, and then we click on save menu. All right, so we have this menu also saved. Now what we're going to do next is to also create another menu over here. So this particular menu that we're going to create is for the single services or the practice menu. But what we're going to do is we're going to set some pound links or custom links for it. Okay, so we'll click on create new menu, click on create new menu, and then just type in practice. Okay, so practice, and then click on create. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use custom links. Okay, so I'll come over here, and then with the URL I'm going to set a pound for it, and then our first practice is what defense, criminal defense. So I'm going to, in the link text over here, I'm going to say criminal defense, and I'll click on add to menu. The next one, I'll also use a pound sign. It says what, family law, and then let's see the next one, personal injury, business law, and then estate planning. So we go to personal injury, and then the next one is what, business law, and then the next one is estate planning. So these are single services that you can be able to create. Okay, but I will give you the template, and then I'll show you the template, and then you can be able to go ahead and create all of them using that particular template. So I'm going to click on save changes over here to save our practice. All right, so we've created all our menus. Okay, all our navigation menus, and it's okay. Now let's go ahead and then start designing our page, and then when we start designing our home page and everything takes shape, then we can set our header and footer and make it nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to pages over here, click on all pages, and so we're going to first page we're going to design is our home page. Okay, so I'll click on edit over here. All right, so to be able to design the page, we're going to use Elementor, and to be able to use Elementor to design a page, you need to click on this blue button over here which says edit with Elementor. So we click on this one, edit with Elementor, to be able to edit our page with Elementor. All right guys, so this is Elementor over here, and as you can see, it has pinned for us, so we can be able to go ahead and then do some few settings or skip some things, and then we'll be able to design our page. So I'm going to close this notification over here, And this is how Elementor looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I have this element over here, or widget over here, and also this particular side over here, so like a two-side thing. Okay, so this contains the element, and this one is where you are going to design. Okay, so it is just a drag and drop thing. So you use containers to be able to design our page. So for instance, if I want to maybe design a hero section over here, or what I'll do is I'll click on this plus icon over here, choose the flexbox container, and then choose the structure that I want. Let's say I want this structure. Okay, and then if I click on the container, you see that this page has changed. It is giving me the settings of this particular container. So over here we have the layout, we have style, we have advanced over here. Okay, and that is it. So the layout is basically the layout of this particular container. So you see the width over here. So if I want the height to be, a little bit longer, I'll just increase the height over here. Okay, and that is it. Now if I want to add maybe color to the background over here, I'll go to style. Now style, you can be able to add images, color, and a whole lot of things over here. So let's say I want to add a background type. I'll choose the classic over here, and I can choose between color or image. Okay, so let's say I want to choose color. What I'll do is, let's say I want to give it a black background. You see, this is this is it. Now if I want to add an image over here, I can also decide to either click this one over here and then drag an image over here. Okay, just drag it and then drop it over here, and then you can upload an image on your website. Okay, just click on this one over here, click on media files if you have files. If you don't have, you can go ahead and select your files and then upload it over here. So basically this is how you can be able to design your website. Now let me just upload all my images that I want to use. My images are in this folder, which is law. We have the images over here. So what I'll do is I'll select all the images, and then I'll just click on open. All right, so it will upload all the images on my website for me. Okay, and then I can choose it to I can choose any of the images that I want to be able to use it to design my website. All right guys, so as you can see, all our images has been uploaded for us. So we can choose any image that we want to use. So let's say I want to use I just want to choose any image over here. So let's say I want to use this particular image. I can just click on it to select it, and then as you can see, I have image over here. Okay, so basically that is how you can be able to really do it. And as you can see, the image is inside the container over here. So we can click on it to delete it if you want, and we can also delete this container. So it's just drag and drop. Okay, so if I want a heading, a title, I can just drag the heading title over this place, just drag it. Let me just come over here, create a container, and then drag it inside the container. Okay, so I'll just click on this plus icon over here and then drag this one inside this particular container. So basically that is, and I can just delete this one and write anything. So hello, welcome to law. Okay, so that is basically it, and then you can style it the way you want it. So you can go to style, just go to change the font family to anything. So anything that you want. So let's say I want to change it to Times New Roman. I can select it and then change the the size of it, and as you can see, it's big enough. Or I can just choose any font size that I want. You can change colors, you can change the color of the text to any color that you want. So this is how we are going to use to design this particular website or homepage that you see over here. So most of the things that we're going to do, we're going to use Elementor to do it. Okay, so basically that is. Now this particular thing over here you see as a this is the kind of like a navigation or a structure. So everything that is on the page is arranged over here, so you can be able to easily navigate through it well. Okay, so that is it. So for now I'm going to just close this one, and we are going to start by designing this particular home page over here. Now if you look at this home page, it's made up of sections by section. Okay, so this is the hero section over here. We have this one, which is the expertise or area section. We have the white choosers section. Okay, we have also this counter section over here, and then we also have the blogs section, and then we have a call to action section. So basically we're going to design it section by section using the containers that we are going to choose, and that is how we're going to design the website. So first of all, what we are going to do is we're going to bring a big container in it, and then inside this big container we have three different containers. Okay, so one, two, three different containers over here, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to click on the plus icon, click on flexbox, and then I'm going to choose this direction row container. I'm going to choose this one, and then what I'll do is I'll just click on this one, and then this one will show. Okay, so the edit container over here, I'll go to advanced, and then I'll just unlink the padding over here and give it a top padding of 80 and a bottom padding of also 80. I'll increase it because this space will shift to the top over here, which is going, this is a transparent header. Okay, so I will increase the top over here to, let's say, maybe 120. Okay, so that is going to have a bigger space over here. And then I would love to bring a background over here. So I'm going to just go over here, go to style over here. Remember that from the beginning I told you that we can be able to bring a background. Now we choose a classic background. Of course you can choose gradient background, you can choose video if you want to show a video, you can choose slideshow if you want to show different images over here. But I'm going to choose a classic background, and I'll choose an image. Okay, instead of color, I'm not going to use color, I'm going to use an image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this particular image over here. I'm going to select this particular image over here, and what I will do is I will come over here, and then with the image position I'm going to make it center, and then with the attachment over here I'll just leave it as default. With the repeat, I'm going to say no repeat, and then the default a display size, I'm going to say cover. Okay, so this is what I want. Now again, I will come to layout over here. I'll come to layout over here, and then over here with the justify content, I'll put everything in center. With the align items also, I'm going to put everything in center over here. Now that I've done this way, now I'm going to go over here to to also adjust the minimum height. Okay, so this one, so just make sure you are here, and then this one minimum height, I'm going to make it like 700. Okay, so that this one will be a little bit bigger, but let me just make it 600 for now. And if I'm not okay with it, I can increase the height. So you see that the minimum height has been increased over here. Now I'm going to click on this plus icon over here, and then I'll drag in a container inside this one, and I'll duplicate the container 3 times. Okay, so or twice. I will duplicate it twice. So 1, and then I'll duplicate this one also to make it 2. All right, so we have 3 different containers inside this one, and as you can see over here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the first container, this is the second container, and this is the third container. So this one is small, this one and this one is almost the same. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. So this container, I'm going to give it a size. Okay, so if you go to the width over here, let's say I'll make this one, let's say 40, or maybe 40. Yeah, 40. Let me make this one 40, I'll also make this width also 40. Okay, so 40 is what, 80, right? Remember that we want the whole thing to be 100%. So we've given this one 40, we've given this one 40, and this one should be what? It should be 20. Okay, so this one will be what, 20. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so this is 20, this is 40, this is 40. Together we're going to get 80, 100%. Okay, so of course the way you want you do it is depending on how your design aspect is. Okay, but this is exactly what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this particular one over here, and then I'll come over here, and then over here I'll click on the plus icon over here, and then I'll drag in a heading inside it. So I'm going to drag in a heading inside this place, and then I'll just put paste this one over here, and then I'll also click on this plus icon. So it's the same thing, so either you click on here or you click on here. So I'm going to click on this plus also over here, and then this time around I'm not going to drag in a heading, I'm going to drag in a text widget. So I'm going to just drag in a text widget beneath this text over here. So I'm just in this particular container. Okay, and that is it. Now go over here and then copy this over here, copy it, come over here, and then change this text to this particular text over here. So this is what this is. Now the last one is the button. Okay, so consult now button over here. So what I'll do is I'll come over here, click on this thing over here, this plus icon over here, and then I'll look for a button. So I'm going to drag this button beneath this text. Okay, so I'm going to have something like this. So now as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now over here I'm going to bring an image. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just drag in an image over here. I'm dragging an image over here. So this is what this is, an image. Now select here to upload my image, and this is the image that we're going to use. I'll just put it over here. So you see, this is the image that we are using. Now over here we're going to use 3 different images. So what I'll do is I'll put in 3 different containers. So I'm going to drag a container inside this container. So it's going to be a container inside a container, and then I'll duplicate this particular container twice. Okay, so I'll just duplicate it twice. All right, so as you can see, it is what it is twice. Now here I'm going to add an image. So I'll click over here and add an image over here. Okay, and then come over here and then choose the image that we are using. So let's see the image that we are using. So we're using this one, and this one. All right, so I'm going to put let me see which one is first. This one is first. Okay, I'm going to come over here, select this one. So we have this one over here, and then come over here also, and then put the image inside this one, and then select the image that we want to use. Okay, so select this one also over here, and then with this one also we're going to select the image that we want to use. So this one is also over here. So it's going to be something like this, and then I'll choose the image that I want to use. So this particular image over here. All right, so now you see that this is not being styled. So this is basically a rough design over here. So now we have to style it. Okay, so we have to style it, and see the width too is not the one that we want. So what we would do is, first of all, we want to click on this this particular one over here. Okay, so at the edit, this 6 dots over here, which is the edit container, and then with the width I'm going to make it 1280, so that it's going to be bigger. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, right? And then what I'll do is I'll just reduce this one a little bit. So I'll come over here, and this particular one I'm going to make it 45, 45. So 45, 40 is going to be like 85. Okay, so 45, 40, 85. And then I'll make this one 15, 15, 15. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Now, um, let's look at the size of this one. So this is white, and then it's also a little bit bigger, and then the icon too is what is not the same icon that so we're going to style it. Okay, so that is basically what we will do. So we are starting from here. So over here I'm going to just change the font size and everything. So I'm going to just use Arial, okay, to design it. So I'll choose Arial, but of course you can choose any font that you want. And then over here I'm going to just increase the font size to, let's say, 45, so something like this. And then I'll change the color, okay, the color to white. Okay, now if you look at this particular one, it has some bluish color over here, so that is exactly what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this edit button over here, or the six dots over here, and then I'll go to style. I'll go to style, and then what I'll do is I'll just go to background overlay. Okay, so we have background overlay over here. So choose the background overlay that you want. So just click on it, and then background type, we will choose the classic, and then we're going to add a color to it. So the color that I'm going to use is this particular color. It's over here. This is the blue, dark blue, that we'll be using. So I'm going to copy. Oh no, let me just copy this blue. Okay, so this is the blue that I'm going to use. I'm going to copy it and paste it. Let me come over here and paste it over here. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it looks a little bit bluish. So of course you can increase it the way you want it. So I'm going to increase it like like 6. It's going to be something like this. Now this one also, I'm going to just go to its style and then style it. So instead of this text color, I'm going to change it to a little bit whitish, and then change this one to Arial. So I'm going to change it to Arial. Okay, then change this one to 18 or 17 depending on how you want it. So it's going to be something like this. And then with a the button, let's look at it very well. So this is how the button looks like. So of course we're going to go over here, and then this one we change from click now to consult now. Okay, and then you can link it to the consultation page, but I'm going to link it to the contact page. Okay, so I write contact over here, and then it will search the page for me, and then I'll click on it. So that is it. Now I'll go to a style. Okay, so let's go to a style over here, and then change the colors and other stuff of the button. So first of all, let's change the color. So we're going to go over here, and with the color we're going to use the blue that we were using. So I'm going to put the blue over here, or you can't see the blue. Okay, so this is not what we want. We want the text to be blue. Okay, so that is it. The text is what we want it to be, blue, and then this one we want it to be yellow. Okay, so yellow is what we want. So we're gonna go over here and then copy this one and then change it to yellow. All right, so as you can see, it is yellow now. Okay, now the typography over here, I'm going to change this one to the typography that I want. Okay, so what I want is the Arial. I'm going to use mostly Arial to design the Arial. Is it Arial or Arial? Any of them to design the website. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to choose, let's say, like 16, and then what I'll do is I'll increase the boldness a little bit. It's gonna be something like this, and the next one is I will go to border radius. Okay, so with the border radius, I'm going to give it like a 50, so that it's going to be all rounded like this. And then the padding over here, I'm going to unlink this padding. I'm going to unlink this padding over here, and then give it a top padding of 15, bottom padding of 15. The side and side, I want to give it like right and left, I want to give it 30, 30. Okay, so 30, 30, which is quite okay. So this is how our button also looks like. So as you can see, the website is what is falling in shape. Okay, so with this particular one also, I'll click on this one now. This one, what I'll do is I'll just if it is not full, that is if the size is not full, the width is not full, I just want to make it 100%. Okay, so basically that is it. And with this one, what we're going to do is we want to give it, you know, a background like this, and then give it um, different border radius and other stuff. So just click on this box over here, that is the container, this one, and then we're going to go to this place, the style over here. With the background, we're going to give it white background. So that's exactly what we will do. We're going to give it a white background like this. So as you can see, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, now let's go to border over here. So we're going to give it a border color, or a border type of solid, and then we'll give it like a 1, and then we'll give it a color of yellow. We want a border color to be yellow. Okay, and then the border radius, I'm gonna give it like 150, because I want it to be rounded. So it's gonna be something like this. So even 150 is too small, so let's say 250, and see how it's gonna be like. Okay, it's still gonna be the same thing. So it means that we need to reduce the size of this one. So to do that, we're gonna go over here, and this is we're gonna go over here. This is what this is 40. Okay, so let's make this one also 45, and then make this one 10. Make this one 10. Okay, so as you can see now, it is what it is rounded. Okay, so that is exactly what we want. So what I'll do is I'm just going to copy, right click over here. So you do, all what you do is you hover on the one that you want to copy a style. So we want to copy the style of this and bring it here and bring it here. We're not going to redo it. So we right click over here, and then we click on copy. Now we come to this one, we right click on it, and then we click on paste style. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. So it's going to be similar to this one, the same thing. We right click over here, and then we click on paste style. All right, so as you can see, this is what we want, and this is what we have been able to do. So we can still even reduce the size a little bit, okay, depending on how we want it. So to do so, what I will do is I'll just increase, this particular side a little bit. So I'm going to just go over here, and then instead of the 45, I'll just say 47. Okay, 47. So it means that this one will be reduced to 8. Okay, so basically this is how it's going to be, this is how it should be. Okay, so this is exactly how we want it, and you can be able to design it the way you want it. So what I'll do is I'll come over here, okay, and then I'm going to place everything inside this one in the middle, right? So I'll just justify everything in the middle. I'll justify center, the same thing for this particular one. So I'll come over here, justify center, align center, right? The same thing applies to this. So we go over here, we justify center, we align center. All right. So now we can also still, you know, for it to be um, well rounded, I want to reduce this particular size. Okay, the width of the main container. So instead of 1280, I'm going to make it 1200. All right. So now um, let me see if it is still not well rounded, but this is quite okay. This is quite okay. So this is what this is um you know, the way we want it to be. So let me just see something. I want it to be well rounded, so I want to make sure that everything works perfectly well. So I'm going to go back to the style over here, and then go to the border again, and then I'll make it like a 350. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so 350 is still also the same. Let me go back to my 250. But basically you get the idea. This is exactly how it will be. um but it's supposed to be rounded. Okay, so make sure that you get everything in the rounded corner over here. So let me just increase this one. So I'm gonna come over here and make it just 5 and see how it becomes. So I'm gonna go over here, and then I'll still make it the 8 80 1280 you know, pixels. I'll come over here, and then I'll make this one also 47, also 47. So 47 47, meaning that this one will be 6, right? So let's make it 6, and now let's see how it looks like. It still is not you know, the way I want it. It's just becoming smaller and smaller, but not the way I really want it. But of course, I can also tweak it a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll click here. I'll click here, and I'm gonna okay, everything is what align center. Okay, very good. So what I'll do is I'll also click the main container over here, and then I'm going to go to its advanced, and then I'll unlink the padding over here. And it's going to be something like this. All right, so now let me see how it looks like. Okay, so it still looks like this, which is okay. It's quite okay. So we're gonna we're gonna leave it just like this, as you see over there. So now this is how you know, it looks like, and this is taking shape. Everything is what taking shape, um as you can see over here. So now we are done with our hero section over here. The next one that you can go ahead and tweak it and make sure that it becomes the perfect circle that you really want it to be. Okay, so make sure you go ahead to tweak it, you know, just tweak it the way you want it. Okay, so if it's not a perfect circle you want, make sure you tweak it to for it to become the perfect circle the way you want it. So after you are done with you know, with every section, make sure that you click on publish. So we're going to click on publish over here. So now this is how it looks like. Now let's go to the front end over here and refresh our website, and as you can see, we're going to have very nice, you know, homepage over here. All right guys, so this is our hero page, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, at the moment we open it in the you know, in the front end, you see now it's showing the raw one that we really want. Okay, so I don't know why it was, you know, having that kind of glitch over here. When you want to view it, it gives you that kind of you know, um glitch over here, which is not really rounded but some oval shape over here. But when you look at it on the website, on the front end of the website, this is how it looks like. Okay, and it is almost the same as the one that we have over here. It's almost the same, just that this is a little bit smaller than this particular one. So we can go ahead and then do something about it, right? We can do something about it. So let me just make this rather bigger and this rather smaller. So let's see this. Let's go over here. This is 47, so I'm going to make this one 50, and then I'll make this one 44, 44. So 50, 44, and this one, or let's say 50, 40, or 50, 42, and this one is going to be um like an 8 or something like that. So let me just use this structure over here, the navigation, and then see where I want. So I want this whole container, right? So I'm going to select this whole container, go to the layout over here, and then I'll change this one to 8. And then I'm going to publish this one, and then come over here, refresh the website. All right, so as you can see, this one has become a little bit bigger. This one also has reduced in size. This one has taken shape. Okay, so basically this is how it looks like, and this is how we want. Okay, so that is it. So we are done with our hero section. Okay, now that we are done with our hero section, we want to go to our next session, which is this section over here. So area of expertise. Okay, so this is very also easy to do. So what we will do is let's see how it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a main container, and inside the main container I'll create 2 containers, and then inside these 2 containers, inside this first container, inside the main container, I'll bring this heading and then text over here, and then over here inside this next container I'll bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 containers in it, where we put in icon boxes or image boxes inside. So we're going to go straight away over there. So I'm going to go over here, select the flex box again, pick a main container over here. This time around we're going to use this direction column, and then inside this container I'm going to select this one and bring 2 containers inside it. So I'll bring first container and duplicate the first one. I'll duplicate this particular one, duplicate it, come over here, duplicate it. It's going to be 2. Okay, so 2 main containers. Now what I'll do is I'll click over here. You see that we have space. When you look at the this one, we have space over here and space below. Okay, so spacing is very good in design, in web design. So I'm going to go to click on this 6 dot over here, go to advanced. Okay, go to advanced, and then unlink the padding over here, just unlink it, and then give it a top of 80, bottom also of 80. Okay, so now we have this space over here. Now I'll also come to the layout, and then I'll put everything. I'll put this one in the middle, also put this one in the center. It's gonna be something like this. Now over here, this container, first container over here, I'll add some text over there. So I'm gonna go over here and copy expert area of expertise. I'll copy this one, come over here, click on the plus icon inside the container, drag the heading inside it. I'm going to drag the heading, okay, and then I'll paste in what I copied. So area of expertise. I'm going to go to style to style it. Okay, so I'll align it in the center, and then the typography, I'm going to change this one. The font family, I'll change it to Arial, just like I used for the first hero section. All right, so this is a row, and then the size, I'm going to make it like 45. Okay, so area of expertise, it's okay. Now with the color over here, I'm going to pick my blue black color. So the this particular color over here, and then I'm going to paste it inside this one. So I'll choose the colors. It's going to be something like this. Now, because I'll be using this color throughout, I want to save it. So I'm going to go over here, click on the plus icon, and I'll say maybe blue black. Okay, blue black. So I can be able to save it on it, and then I will be choosing not to just copy. Okay, so now let's look at this particular one also. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to copy this one, come over here, and then just below this text, I want to put another text over there. So just below the heading, I want to put a text over there. So I'm going to click on the add element over here, and then I'll drag this text heading. I'm going to drag a text heading inside the container just below this heading. I said a text heading, text editor, sorry. And then I'm going to paste it over here. So it's going to be something like this. I'll go to style, and then I'll position it in the middle. I'll choose the color that I just did. So where is it? Let me see if I could see it. Okay, so this is the blue black color. So I'm going to choose this blue black color over here. All right, so this is the blue black color that we've chosen. Now what I want to do is, you see how this one looks like? Yeah, this one have that kind of, it's just positioned in the middle over here. Okay, so the width of the container has been reduced, and that is exactly what we want to do. We want to reduce this container's width. So we're going to come over here, click on this particular one, and then you see the width of the container. We want to reduce it. Okay, so we're going to reduce it to, let's say, 70. So 70 is okay. So we reduce the width to 70. That is the first container, right? But with this particular container, okay, so let's go to the main container over here, and then let's give it the width of 1280. Okay, just like what we did for the hero section. So with this particular container, we're going to put different containers inside. So I'm going to click on the plus icon over here, and then I'll put my first container in it. I'll put my first container in it, and then I will select, I'll select this main container. Okay, this particular container, that's the main container. You see, this is the first container, and this is the inside container. We're selecting the main container over here, and then what I'm going to do is, the direction I'm going to change it to row horizontal. Okay, so meaning that if I come to this inside inner container, and then I duplicate it, it's going to be by side. Okay, so side by side, the container is going to be, you see, is here, is there. It's not like this one that is just on top of it, right? And then let's duplicate this one, and let's have about 6 different containers inside this particular one. So I'm going to just make sure that I duplicate it, so I have 6 containers. All right, so we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let me close this one. 5, right? So remaining, let's look at this one. This one's 1 2 3 4. Oh, it's 5, not 6. Sorry, it's 5, not 6. So we're gonna have something like this, right? 6 different containers. All right, so now that we have our containers set over here, what we're going to do is, I'm going to click on this plus icon over here, and I'm going to search for what we call box. Okay, so just type in box over here, because we're going to use an icon box. Okay, so I'm going to drag in this icon box over here. All right, so we have this icon box over here, and then let's go over here to our websites where we're building, the one that we are building, to see what we need to type in over there. So we're going to type in almost all our areas that we cover over there. So over here we have the criminal defense. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and then just type in this one which says criminal defense, and over here I'm gonna look for something like a shield. Okay, so I'm gonna look for a shield. Yeah, this one is okay, and now insert it over here. Now I'll change the view from default to stack. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. All right, so now with this one also I will copy this text over here. I'm gonna copy this text over here, come over here and then paste the text over here. Okay, so now I have this particular one. Now I'm going to come over here and then I just want to see if everything is correct over here. Yeah, everything is correct. So now we are good to go. So over here, what we do is I'm going to go back to the icon box again. I'm going to go to a style. Okay, so we're going to go to the style and then we go to the icon, right? So the icon, the default color for the icon, let's take a look at it, is the this particular color over here, which is the blue black color. So I'm going to just look for that blue black color. I'm going to look for this one. Okay, so this is the primary color for the icon, so that is not what I want. For the primary color I'm going to use the yellow. Okay, so I'm going to use the yellow. I should save the yellow also, so it makes my life really easy. So I'm going to paste it over here and then I'll just drag it a little bit. Okay, so something like this is quite okay. But first of all, let me just make it the color, make it full color, and then I will just click over here to add the color. So this one is going to be yellow. Yeah, very good. And I'm going to click on create. Okay, so now that I've created the yellow, I'll come over here and then just drag this one a little bit. So I'm going to drag this one a little bit like this. Okay, oh, it's too yeah, so this one is quite okay. And I'll click on this one and choose the darker color. So it's gonna be like this. Now when I hover on it, I want it to change colors. Okay, so with the hover, I want the primary color to be this blue black, and I want the secondary color to be pure yellow, the yellow color that we chose. So when I hover on this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so you can check the size and even give it a hover animation and all those kind of stuff. So it depends on what it depends on. So the size over here, I'm gonna say maybe 35. So this is how it's gonna be like, but I don't want it to be 35. I want it to be 55 pixels. Okay, so this is quite okay. So if you want it, if you want a padding and all those things, you can give it to it. And then the content over here, so the title, I'm going to give it my blue black color, and then the typography, I'm going to give it the Arial. So we choose Arial for it. Okay, this particular color over here, and then I'll come over here and then maybe set this one to, like, let's say 16 or so. Okay, so 16 is too small. Let me set it to 18. So 18 is quite okay. So now that is this one. And then with this one also, I'll set it to our normal blue black color. And then this one, let me go to Arial. Okay, I'm going to choose Arial. And then with the size, I'm going to just choose 15. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So you can go ahead and just copy this one, paste it. To make your life easy, just copy and paste. Okay, because it's the same thing. We just need to change some few things, that's all. And we copy and paste, then we do the changes later on. All right, so now that we have it done, now let's go to this second one over here and do the changes that we have to do. So if you go to the website that we are creating. This is what family law. Okay, so go over here and then change this one to family law, and then you can change this one also. So as you can see, you can be able to change this one also. So that is what we have to be doing. Okay, so and then you change this one to you know, the image that you want. So I'm going to use any image over here. So I'm going to say maybe um maybe user. So I'm going to choose this one. Okay, choose this one, and then come over here, defense, you know, criminal defense. So criminal, not criminal defense, but injury, in personal injury. So we're going to come over here, and then personal injury, we're going to look for injury or something over here. So let's say injury. Okay, so very good. So injury is here. We're going to select this one, and then we'll go over here. We'll search for advocating for fair compensation. Okay, so I'm going to just put it over here. So you do so for all of them. Okay, I'm not going to touch all of them, but basically this is the idea. So after that, just click on publish. All right, so now that we have this one done, if you go over here and refresh the website, we're going to have two different sections already done for us. Okay, so we have the homepage section over here, and then we have the areas of expertise section, which is also what's already done for us. So now where we are going is why choose us. Also very easy. We're going to choose the same thing as we did this one, but with this one, the second one is going to be just 3 1 2 3. Okay, so it's very easy. You have to make sure that you follow what I'm coming to do, so that you also get it the same way as it is. Okay guys, so we are on the white choose section, and then to be able to do that one, we also have to set up some containers for it. So we're going to add new container over here. I'm going to click on this particular container, and then inside the container I'm going to put two different containers inside. So I'll click on the plus icon over here, and I'll drag in a container inside and duplicate that particular container to make it two. So I'm going to duplicate this container. So all what I did was to right click, hover over here, and then, you know, when I see edit container, I just have to right click on it, and then I'll choose duplicate over here. Okay, so this are the two containers over here. So what I'll do is I'll just the main container, that is the main container, which has two different containers inside. I'm going to set the width to 1280. That is 1280 pixel. Okay, so that is it. And then this particular container, I'm going to put in some things. So let's go over here and see how the whole website looks like, so that we can be able to know how we are going to go about it. Okay, so as you can see, we want to do the first part. Okay, so first of all, before we even do the first part, let's do change the background and other, set the containers right before we put in any words in it. So we're going to go over here and then click on this main container, and we're going to go to it advanced. Okay, so let's go to it advanced over here. Unlink the padding over here, and then give it a top padding of 80, and then also a bottom padding of 80. Okay, now let's go to the container style over here. Let's go to the 8 style, and then we want to change the background color. So the background type, we want to set it to classic, and then we want to change the color to a blue black color. Okay, so this particular color. So as you can see, this is the color that we're going to use. Okay, so after we are done with this one, what we will do is I'm going to come over here and copy this particular words over here, and then come over back to over here, and then click on the plus icon, drag in a heading widget. Okay, so we're going to drag in this particular heading widget. So I'm going to drag in this widget, and then what I'll do is I'll change the the words over here to the ones that I copied, and I'm going to put everything in the middle. So I'll go to the container, edit container over here, and I'm going to go to layout and position everything center, and then align everything also center. So I'll justify center and then also align center. Okay, so now that I have done it this way, we'll come to this particular one also, and then go to style over here and then position it at the center. So I'm going to have this one. Now I'll go to typography and choose the typography that I want to use. So I'm going to choose the font family, which is Arial. All right, and then I'm going to go to the size, which I'm going to use maybe 45. Okay, and then I'll choose the color. So I'm going to go to text color over here, and I'm going to choose white. Okay, so very good. So now I have my text white choosers properly set up. Now I'm going to come over here and then copy this text over here. So let me copy this text over here. Come to home over here, click on add element to add a new element or a new widget. So I'm going to just drag in the text element over here, or the text widget over here, and then I'll paste in here, and then I'll change the words to the words that I copied. All right, and then what I'll do is I'll just go to style, put it in the middle, okay, or center it in the middle, change this one to white, and then change the typography settings. So I'm going to change this one to Arial. The font family is Arial. The font size is 18, and that is it. So now that we have this way, we are good to go, but we want to let me see, this one is so wide. Okay, so the width is a little bit bigger, so we want to decrease the width. So click on this container, okay, this particular container, edit, click on it to edit it, click on this side, okay, the rectangular icon over here, and then reduce this one to 70. So you're gonna have something like this. Okay, beautifully done. Now we have our top container done already. So as you can see, this is our top container. Now we want to work on the second container. Now with the second container, it is divided into three. Okay, so we have three sections: 1, 2, 3. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put three different containers inside this one. So what first of all we want to do is we want to make sure that we set the containers right, so that when we put the containers inside, it's going to position itself the way we want it. So I'm just going to click on edit container to edit the container, and then the direction I'll give it horizontal. Okay, so row horizontal is what I want, and then I'm going to come over here, and then what I will do is I'll place this, dragging the container inside. Okay, and I'll duplicate the container 2 times to make it 3. So 1, 2. Okay, so now we have 3 different containers. Okay, so let's look at what is over here. So what is over here is just what, some text over here, and then some other text also over here. In the middle we have this image. Okay, so first of all, let me set the image. So I will click on the plus and then drag in an image icon in it, image widget inside this one, and then click on choose image. Okay, so I'm going to choose the image that I'm going to use, and this is the image that I'm going to use. I'm going to select it, the rounded image, and choose it. So we have this image over here, and then secondly, I just want to bring this widget over here. So I will just right click over here, copy, and then right click over here, paste. Okay, so I'm just copying it from this place to this place. The same way, right click over here. The reason why is I just want its style. Okay, so I don't want to be doing so much about it. go over here and then also paste. So I'm right clicking and copying it and pasting it over here. Okay, so over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, go to a style over here, and then I will just position it, I'll align it this way. Okay, and then I'll copy this 3 reasons to choose us, and then come over here and paste it over here. Okay, paste it over here. Then I'll go to style over here, and what I'll do is I'll just reduce the font. Okay, so instead of 45, I'm going to make it like a 35 or even 30. Okay, so 30 is quite okay. And then the same thing, copy this, click on the pencil icon over here, go to style, and then position, align it at the left side, go to its content, go to the place to copy the text. Okay, I'm just copying this dummy text over here, and then I'll paste it over here. So we have this one also over here. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, something like this. All right, so now that we have this one done, now we're going to go to this place. So let's take a look at it. Well, and this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. So we're going to go over here also. So I'm going to first of all come over here, and then what I'll do is I'll just um copy this one, copy the heading. Okay, paste it over here. Let me take a look at it. Okay, so right now what I'll do is I'll create 3 different containers inside this main one. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to create 3 different containers. Okay, so I'm going to drag a container inside this one and duplicate it, make it 3 times. Okay, so make it 3. So I'll paste the container here, and I'm going to duplicate that container. So I'll duplicate this one, and then I'll also duplicate this one. Okay, so now we have 3 different containers. So I'll come over here. Okay, and then I'll go to this particular one and copy, or first of all, let me just come over here and copy this text over here. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. So the reason why I'm doing that is I don't want to, overwork myself by doing so much styles and other stuff, since they are almost the same. And then I'll copy this one also. I'll copy this one and then paste it underneath this one. So paste it underneath this one. Okay, so now all what I'll do is I'll just change the text over here. So I'm going to go over here, and then over here I'll change the text. So I'll copy this one and then paste it over here. So it's going to be something like this, right? So this is quite okay, and this one is going to be small, not that much. I'll come over here, and then I'll paste this one also inside this place. So it's going to be something like this. Let me take a look at it. All right, so now I will go to advanced over here, and then unlink the margin and padding, and then the top margin, I'm going to give it a -20. Okay, yeah, very good. So this is how it's going to be. Okay, so now all what I will do is I will just duplicate this one 2 times. So I'll duplicate this one, and I'll duplicate this one. All right, so now I can delete these 2 things over here. So I'm just going to right click on it and then delete. Hover on it and right click on the rectangle and then delete. So we're going to have something like this, and then over here I'll just paste in what I want to paste in it. Of course, you know what you are writing over there, so make sure you write the right words over there. and then we come over here, we copy proving results, come over here, and then we paste it over here. So basically this is what we are going to we're going to get. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll click over here and then go to it advanced, and then I'll give a padding of 0 or unlink the padding. Okay, and then also I'll come over here, go to style, and make sure that I give it a full width of 100%. Now of course I can choose to make this section bigger or not. So this is how it's going to it's going to be. Okay, so almost the same as as this particular one. The only thing is we need to make sure that this is quite the same. There's a bigger space over here, as you can see. So what I'll do is I'll just come over here, reduce the margin, or give it a negative margin of -20. Okay, so I'm going to just unlink this one and give it a negative margin of 20 to push it to the top. Yeah, so it's going to be something like this. Okay, so also what we can do is over here we can divide it the way we want it. So we can make this place a little bit bigger than the rest. Okay, so all depends on how you want to create your own thing. So basically we are good to go. Okay, so this is it. This is this page over here. So if you're okay with it, just go ahead and publish it. So we're going to publish it. All right, so the next one that we're going to do is this section over here. Okay, so let me just see if I could copy these icons over here. Okay, so I cannot copy. So what we can do is we can just create these things. Okay, so how do we create it? And let's go over here. So this is what 1 2 3 4 4 4. Let's go over here and then create a container over here. So we're going to create a container. I'm going to create this particular container over here, direction row container. Okay, so inside this container, oh, let me go to this place, advanced, and then I'll give a padding of 50 and then also 50. Okay, and then I'll go to layout over here, and I'm gonna give it the width of 1280 pixel. All right, so inside this container I'm going to put 4 different containers inside. So I'm going to drag one container in it and duplicate that one container to be what? To be 4. So I'll come over here, duplicate this one, and then also go ahead and duplicate again, and then the last one I'm going to duplicate it to be 4 different containers. So 4 different containers in one container. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. And then let's start with the first container. So with the first container, I'll click on the plus over here, and let's look at what is inside the first container. So we have an icon box again. So I'm going to come over here and then just search for box, and I'm going to use an icon box. So it depends on you. If you have the images, you can use an image box. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to just write successful cases. So come over here and paste in successful cases over here. I'll go to style over here, and I'm going to position it this way. Okay, I'm going to position it this way. Make sure that this one is in the middle over here, and then let me see. Okay, so this one I'm going to change the content, change this color. Okay, first of all, change this color to the blue black color that we are using. Okay, and then go to typography, do some few typography settings, change the font family, change the font family to Arial. Okay, I'm gonna select this one, and then make this one like 20 or maybe 18. 18 is quite too small, so I'm gonna make it like a 20. Okay, so 20, and then that's all. Let's scroll up, and then with the icon also, we're gonna change the color of the icon, and we're gonna set it to the one that we want. So let me just see if okay, so I'm gonna choose the yellow color. Okay, and let me go ahead and increase this one. All right. All right, so we have what successful cases, and the color is yellow. The same thing applies to this one over here. So the only thing is we need to go ahead and choose an icon which is matching this particular icon that we want. So let me see if I could get something like a graph or something. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to choose this app over here now, because let me choose this app. Now I have really deleted what I use for this one. I can't really find it, so I'm just going to use this one to represent what we are doing. Okay, so that's basically it, and then we are good to go. So successful cases over here. So if this is how we're gonna get. Okay, this is what we're gonna get. It's not really the same as this one, but I mean you get the drill. Okay, you can choose this particular icon in any icon that you want, and then we're gonna have this underline over here, and then 96 also percent over here. So first of all, we're gonna click on this add element, and then we look for divider. Okay, so I'm gonna look for divider over here, use it to divide this particular one, and then the one that we're going to use. And then with a divider, I'm going to use a double divider over here, and then let me go to the style over here, and I'm going to increase this one to 5. So as you can see it well. Okay, so let me increase it to 6, so you're going to see it well. And then let me go back over here, and I'll reduce this one to 40. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Yeah, something like this, right? And then our next one is we're going to add something beneath this one. So let me go to the divider itself and make it like an 8. Okay, a little bit bigger. Yeah, very good, like an 8. And then also I'll make it like 35. Okay, very good. So now that we have this one, now I'm going to go over here, and then the gap, I'm going to reduce the gap. Okay, like this, and it's going to be something like this over here, and it's good to go. We are good to go. Now we will add another element, which we call it the counter. Okay, we're going to call this element counter, so we're going to add it to this place. So as you can see, this is a counter. Okay, and I'm gonna add 96, and then I'll add percent over here, and then I'll remove this one, remove it. So let's see, it's gonna be something like this, right? And then yeah, something like this. Now let's go to this place. I'll put it this place, so it's gonna be like this. And number over here, I'll change the color to the color that we are using. So we're gonna change it to the color that we are using. All right, so I'm going to select this color over here and let me reduce it to 100. Okay, so now we have this one. So we can go ahead and even change the typography. So we're going to select this one and go to family and then change it to Arial. Okay, so I'll select this one and make this one maybe 85. Okay, so very good. So now we have what? We have successful cases really set up over here. Okay, if you feel this one is too small, you can increase it. We can go ahead and increase this particular one over here. So let me go to success. Let me go to the style and then increase the font of the content. Okay, so I'll increase this one to let's say 25. All right, and then let's see how it looks like. All right, so this is quite okay. So now that we've set up one, we can duplicate the one, or we can copy and just paste it in the other ones. Okay, so that is exactly what we can do. So it's either we duplicate this whole container and delete the rest, or we just copy. I'm going to duplicate this whole container and then I'll delete the other ones that I did. So I'll duplicate it 3 times and then delete the other ones. So this is first one. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this one and duplicate again. So I'm going to duplicate this particular one also again and delete this one also. All right, so I'll go ahead and delete this last one and I'll duplicate this one to make it the 4. Okay, so now that I have this one done, what I'll do is I can change whatever I want to change over here. So if I go over here, I can copy this one. Okay, so let me just copy. So this one is what 628. Copy this one and then come here. All right, so I feel like this one is too big, so let me just reduce the size of this numbers. So instead of 85, let me just make it 65 or 75. Okay, so 75 will be quite okay. So I'm gonna put this one, I'm gonna go over here and also change this one to this one, and this one I'm gonna, the prefix is USD, and then this one will be what, M, and then plus. So I'm gonna go to it, number, and then change the details over there. So come over here and make it 75. Yeah, 75 is quite okay. So let me just copy this one, copy it, and I'll say paste style, paste style, and then I'll go again and say paste style on this one also. So we are just pasting the style, okay, so that it matches the same thing, but the content should be different. So this one is what, cases done. Okay, so we copy this one and then we go over here to change, instead of successful cases, we say cases what, done. So cases done, and we go over here to choose, the law thing, the auction or hammer. Let me see if I could see. Yeah, get this hammer. Let me just use this hammer. Let me just use this hammer, even though it's not almost the same, but I'll just use this hammer. Okay. All right. So case is done. And then this one is the third one. What is the third one? The third one is what? Happy client. So we're gonna go over here and then we're gonna choose happy client. Happy client. Go over here and also we will say maybe hand. So something like a thumbs up or something like that. Let's try and look for something similar, or let's just look for hands shaking, means happy or something like that. So it's just something to represent something. So you can just choose an icon that you want. And this one is what? 1258. So it doesn't have any suffix, it doesn't have any prefix. It have 1258. Okay, so the last one is recovery. Okay, so recovered or recovery. So cases, we have recovered. So we're gonna go over there and then just say recovery. And with this one, it's gonna be 296K plus in dollars. So we're gonna go over here and put this one over here and put this one over here and say K plus. All right, so if you feel so if you still feel that this is too big, we can still reduce it to the number that we think is quite okay for us. Okay, so that is basically it. If you think, just use the number which you think is okay for you. That is the font which you think is okay for you, and it should be something that will catch the eye of your users. Okay, so that is one thing you should do, and always make sure that they're all the same. Okay, they're all the same. So with this one also, we can go ahead and check the content also, with the successful cases 25. Let's make it like a 22. Okay, so 22 is what? It's quite okay. And then with the icon also, we can check the size and make it like a 25. Okay, 25 is also, so 45 or maybe 35. Okay, so let's make it 45. Okay, so now we can copy this one, copy it, and then we come here and then we paste style, and then paste style, and then we paste style. Okay, so depending on what you have, you can either give it a spacing or not. So with the recovery, let's look at what icon can we use for recovery. What icon can we use for recovery? So let's use this particular icon over here, like a recovery right here. So this is quite okay. So now we have this one done. So all we can do is to just click on publish. So if you feel the spaces is also too small, you can, that is the container space, the space over here, you can go ahead and increase the space to the required space that you want. So I'm going to make it an 80, and I'll make the bottom also 80. Okay, so now everything is set up, so we are good to go. So now the next phase or the next stage is our latest blog over here. Okay, so our latest blog, that is what we are going to do now. How do we create this blog? So I'll show you how you can be able to create this blog post and then bring this blog post over here. And then after that, we bring our how do you call it, our call to action over here. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go and create the latest blog section. So the latest blog section is like this, as you can see. So we're going to come over here, click on this column over here, click on this container, choose one container from here. And then what we are going to do is I'm just going to make it the same 1280 pixels that we use. And then I'll go to advanced over here, unlink the padding and give it a top and bottom padding of 80 each. So 80 at the top and 80 at the bottom. Okay. And then our next one is to bring in two different containers in it. So I'm going to bring in my first container, which will contain my words, and my second container, which will also have my blogs. So I will duplicate this particular container over here. Okay, so now I have two different containers. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to use this place to write the words and this place to contain the blog post. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this particular side. Okay, so what I'll do is let me just copy this one, come over here and paste it over here. So paste it over here because I want the style and everything to be the same. So I want to copy this particular one also, copy it, come here and paste it over here. So I'm going to paste it over here. So now I have this one. Now what I'll do is I'm going to click on this particular container, the main container, go to its layout, and then I'm going to position all of them center. Okay, and then I'll click on this inner container over here and then reduce the size to 70. Okay, so 70 will be quite okay. And then over here I'll say maybe our blog, our latest blog. So I'll copy this one and then come over here and paste it over here, our latest blog. Come over here, also copy this one and then use it for this particular section that you see over here. All right, so I think the only thing we have to do is to do this design over here. Okay, so to be able to do that design, we click on this main container, that is the container, this particular container over here. So first of all, let me check this particular size. It looks small in my eyes, but yeah, so let me check. So let me go to typography. Yeah, so it looks small in my eyes. Okay, so I want to change this one to Arial. Okay, and then change this one to 18. Okay, so this is okay for me. And even with this one, it also looks a little bit smaller in eyes. So I'm going to go over here and instead of 45, let me make it like a 55. Okay, very good. So now let me go to the main container. That is the bigger container, which contains this smaller containers, and I'll go to its style. Okay, so we're going to give it shape divider. Okay, so a shape divider. So we go to shape divider, and then the top we will give it a divider. So let's say font opacity. Let's look at the font opacity, and then let's look at the color for it. So I'm going to give it um, our this color. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so that is the font opacity. Okay, so as you can see, we've given it the font opacity that we want, and it's looking great. It is looking beautiful for our website. So now that we have done this one, the next one that we can do is to bring in our blog post. Now remember that we have not created our blog post yet. So over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'll go to the next session over here and I'll create it. Then after creating the next session, then we go back to create our blog post, and then we'll come over here to bring them on the front page over here. So let's go to our next session, which is this particular section over here. So that is the call to action section, which says what facing a legal dispute, reach out to Pinnacle legal team. So I'm going to go over here, click on this one, click on this one, and then I'll give it a height of 500. I'm gonna put it in the middle, put it in the center, go to style over here, choose classic style, click on the image to choose an image, and then I'm going to look for the image that we want to use. So let me choose this particular image over here, select it. All right, so now we have this image selected. What we will do is we're gonna just do some image adjustment. So we're gonna go to position over here, we center everything. We're gonna go to attachment. Let's look at the attachment. Is it scrolling or fixed? So it is what it is it is fixed, right? So we're gonna go over here and then give it a fixed one. Okay, and then we'll come to repeat. We say no repeat. We come to the size, we will give it cover. Okay, so now we are good to go. So this our image is fixed over there, but the next one we have to do is to go for image overlay, okay, or background overlay. So we want to give it an overlay. Okay, so we will go over here and then choose a background overlay for it, choose a color that we want to use. I'm going to scroll to the blue black color that we are using, and then I'll increase the opacity to 0.75 or maybe 0.85. Okay, so this is quite okay, and I'll come over here, click on this plus icon, and then we can drag in anything that we want to drag in. But what I want to do is I want to go to the top over here and copy this particular. I'm going to copy this one, come here and paste it here, and paste it here. The same way, I'll come over here, copy this one, copy it, come here, and then paste it here. So the reason why I'm doing this is I want the style of the the text. Okay, so that is why I'm doing it. And then I'm going to go to the top and then copy this particular one also. I'm going to copy this one and then scroll down, and then I'll paste it here. All right, so now guys, as you can see, I have set it up. The only thing is I just need to change the words over there. So I'm just going to adjust the width of the container. So I'm going to go to the container layout over here, and then reduce the width to, let's say, 800. 800 is quite okay. And then over here, what does it say? It says what? Facing legal dispute. Facing legal dispute. So are you facing any legal dispute? So that is what it says. I'm going to increase this font a little bit. So I'm going to go to style, and I'll come over here to increase the font to, let's say, 55. All right, and I'll come to this place, and then I'll copy this one. I'm going to copy it, come over here, and then I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to paste it over here. So I'll change this one to, this one is saying heading 1. I'm going to change it to paragraph. And then what I'll do is I will go over here and adjust the font a little bit. Yeah, so this is quite okay, but it looks clumsy, so I'm gonna change this one to 45. Okay, so I can also decide to just go back. Let me just copy this one. Okay, just copy this one, paste it over here, and then delete it from here. Okay, and then come over here, and then still copy it from here, and then still bring it from here. And as you can see, everything works perfectly. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go to a style, go to typography, and then I'm going to go down, then reduce this one to 35. All right, so what I'll also do is I'm going to go to advanced over here, unlink the margin, and then give it -20. Okay, and then all I'll do is to increase the size of this button over here. So I'm gonna go to this place and make it like a 25. Okay, and then change this one to this. Yeah, so this is quite okay. So now we have set up our call to action, which also works fine. Okay, so now we are almost done. And left with we setting up our how do you call it, our post. Okay, which is also not that difficult. So we just have to set up our post and then bring our post over here, and then we are done with our home page. Set up our footer and then header, and then we are done with our home page. All after that, we also have to make sure that we change the home page to make sure it fits, it is mobile responsive, or it is responsive. So this is basically it. So as you can see, we've done almost everything that we are supposed to do. Left to some few things, then we are good to go. So what I will do is I'm going to do the header. I'm going to do the footer. Okay, I'll do the header, I'll do the footer, and I'll leave you guys, and then also the post or the blog, and I'll leave you guys to be able to do the about page, the services page, and then also the contact page, because the tutorial is getting long, and since you've been able to do the home page, you can be able to do all the other ones left. Okay, so I'll do the header, I'll do the footer, and then I'll do the blog page, and then bring the blog also to this place, and then I'll leave you guys to do the rest. Okay, that is what basically it. So let's go ahead and try to create our blog, and then we go to the header and footer. All right, guys, so we're gonna go to the backend to make sure that we set up this post over here. So articles over here, we're gonna create them. So I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. And then I'll create those articles that we're talking about. So I'll go to the dashboard by hovering over here and clicking on dashboard over here. Okay, so let me just zoom into 100%. Yeah. Okay, so now that we are over here to create post, you hover on post over here. So you see that there is post over here. Hover on post over here, and then just click on add new post. Now, first of all, I want to go and check if there is some post over there, because WordPress always have a default post for us. That is the hello world post. So I'm going to trash this one. I'm going to go ahead and trash this post. Okay, and then also I will go inside my trash and then delete it permanently. Yes, so I'll delete permanently. All right, so now that I have it over here, I can go ahead and click on add new post. Okay, so to create a new post, we'll add a post title over here, and then the details will be below over here, and then also set a featured image for it. So I'm going to go ahead, go to this place, and then I'm going to open this one in a new tab. I'm going to also open this one also in a new tab, and I'll open this one also in a new tab. Now, first of all, let me go to the first post over here. So this is the post that we're going to create. Okay, so I'll copy the title. Okay, and then I'll go over here and I'll paste the title over there. I'm going to go again, and then this time around I'm going to copy everything over here. Okay, so I'll just copy everything over here, and I'll go to the post over here, and then you see where they said type or choose a blog. I'll just paste, click in it and paste over there. So now this is my post. Now I will go to post over. You see now there is the blog settings. I'm going to go to post over here and then set a featured image for the post. Now let's look at the image that we are setting for this particular post. So this image over here, okay, that is the featured image. So let me just make sure that these ones are opened successfully, and then I'll go ahead and then add the image to it. Okay, so very good, this one is opened. Let me check this one also. Okay, very good. So we are still on this particular post over here. So we're going to add a featured image. So we're going to go over here and then look at this particular one. This is what we're going to add. That is the blog one. I'm going to set it to featured image. So it's going to display over here. And then what we can do is also to set up a category for it. So this post has, let me see. This post has a category which says Pinnacle blog over here. So I'm going to copy this one and then come over here and just click on add new category, and I'm going to paste this one over here which says Pinnacle blog, and I'll click on add new category. All right, so our post is set up now. Yeah, so I think everything is what is set up for us now. Discussion, I want to close discussion because I don't want people to people to comment on my post. Okay, so I just want to close the discussion, and then after that I'll click on how you can create a post. Okay, so inside this post you can add images, you can add everything that you want to, video, everything that you want to add. Okay, so that is it. Now I'm going to go to my second post. So I'll still over here I'll still click on add new post. So this is my first post over here, so I'm going to close it and come back to my second post and then create the second post. So this is the second post, 5 common legal mistakes. I'm going to go ahead and copy the title and come back to this place, and then wait for it to load, and then I'll enter the title, enter the details, set the featured image, and then I'll be able to publish it. So I'm going to just enter the title over here, go ahead and copy everything over here, copy everything over here, come to the post over here, enter the details that I want to enter, everything about the post that I want people to read, and then go to post over here, set a featured image for it. Okay, so this is block 2. I'm going to set featured image for it, and then I'll go ahead and then just click on this one which says Pinnacle blog discussion. I will close it, and then untick this one, and then I'll click on publish. All right, so this is also done. Our next one is the last one. I'm going to go ahead and click on add new post, and then I'm going to close this one, and then we head over to this particular one over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy the title, and then we copy the other details also. I'll copy the title, I'll come back over here, copy all the other details that I need to copy. Okay, so up to here, copy it, come back over here, and then paste it over here. Okay, so we're going to paste it over here, paste it over here, go to post over here, set up a featured image for the post. So this is blog 3, set a featured image for it, and then we'll go ahead and then just click on this open discussion, and then we toggle the close, untick this one, and then we set the category for it, which is Pinnacle blog, and we publish it. All right, so publish our blog. Okay, so we publish our blog. Now let's go back to I'm going to close this one. Let's go back to our Elementor, where the homepage where we are editing our Elementor. Now let's refresh, let me cancel this one, publish this one, and then refresh the page. So we're going to refresh the page. Let's refresh the page to make sure that all the things that we've done will be able to include in whatever we are going to do, so we can be able to set up the blog that we want to set up. All right, so now we've done the refresh. Now let's scroll down. Let's scroll down to see to go to that section where we have to add our blog, and then see. So this is our blog section. So let's click on the add button over here, or the add container button, or add element button here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to search for post. Okay, so just search for post over here, and then we're going to drag this particular one over here. So post grid, slider, or carousel. Okay, so just drag it into this space or this container over here. Now what we're going to do is you see we have our 3 posts over here. Okay, so very perfectly done. Now what we will be doing is you can change the order and all those kind of stuff. So depending on you, if you want it to be ascending, you can change it, and then everything, what you see, everything changes. All right, depending on what you want. Okay, but I want it to be descending. Okay, because I want the last post, or the one that we just recently created, show over here. And then items per page, I just want 3 items per page. And then let's go to layout. Okay, so we're going to go to the layout and then set what we want. So fit to row, that is equal height, last element to button, you can either set the last element to bottom. Okay, so to bottom, it depends on what you want. So I'm going to just remove this one, and then when we come over here, now I don't want to see these filters over here. So show filters, I want to ignore it. Paginations, I don't want any paginations, because this is not the whole the whole blog page. It is just a section of the blog. Okay, so that is it. Now let's go to elements over here and see what the elements that we want to showcase on our blog section over here. So I want the title. I don't want the date. I don't want any comments. I don't want to read more. I just want title and accept. Okay, that is all what I want. So depending on what you want, you can delete. Sorry. Depending on what you want, you can be able to delete some of this. Now you see this one is not making nice, but of course we'll be able to solve it later on. So basically, this is what we want right now. Now let's go to style over here. So we're going to go to the style, and then you can check out your background and all those kind of stuff depending on exactly the grid item, you know, everything. We set it up over here. Okay, so we can get, you know, a box shadow and all those kind of stuff. Now first of all, I want to go to the title. I want to set up, make sure that my title is well correctly set up over here. So the color, I'm okay with it, or I can decide to even change it to my blue black color. Okay, I can change it to my blue black color over here. I'm sure it's just a glitch. Okay, I'm sure it's just a glitch. A glitch. Yeah, sorry. And then also the typography, I'm gonna set it to the one that I want. So I'll go over here. You can change it to Arial. And then over here, I'm gonna set it to 20. Okay. So let's go to the content. For the content also, first of all, I want to go to the accept. Okay, so this is the accept over here. For the accept, also I'm gonna go to typography over here, and then make sure that I change it to Arial and set it to size of 15. Okay, so I want to publish it and see how it looks like on the front end. I don't know why there is a glitch over there, but we solved that glitch. So let's take a look at it on the front end and see how it looks like. Okay, so let's scroll down and take a look at our latest. So you see on the front end, it looks good. It doesn't look anything bad, but just that we have to give it some spacing and other stuff, and then also give it some, you know, padding and other stuff over here. So we're gonna go over here once again. We're gonna go over here once again, and then we're going to let me see. Let me just give let's say a top padding for the accept. Okay, so I'm gonna give a top padding of maybe 20. Okay, yeah, 20 will be okay, so that it goes down a little bit. And then I will also come to the grid item over here, and then you know, we have a padding and other stuff over here, but we can also give it, you know, both top and whatever padding that we want to give it. So I want to unlink this, and then I'll give it all around padding of 20 and see how it looks like. So the problem is I'm not seeing any change over here. Okay, I'm not seeing any change over here. Oh, okay, so it moves to this side. Okay, so so what I'll do is I'm gonna unlink the padding now, and instead of 20, I want to give it like a 10. Okay, a 10, all around padding of 10, and I'll do same for the grid media. Okay, so it shows only with the item, so I'm going to give it to the media also. So over here, I'm also going to do border radius. So I'll go ahead and then just make it like a border radius of 14. All right, so it's going to be something like this. And then I will let me see. Okay, so let me just go over here and see if I could give a box shadow. Okay, so we're gonna have a box shadow um over here. So I'll give a box shadow, and I'm gonna reduce the shadow a little bit. Let me go to the grid media. This is the border color. Okay, so let me just publish this one. And because there's a glitch over here, I don't really see what I'm doing really well. So let me see it on the front end and see what it is becoming. Okay, so this is how it looks. We need to take care of some few things. Okay, so for instance, we need to make sure that there are more space over here and there, and then also um yeah, so give it the rounded corner that it deserves. So if you look at this particular one, the main one that we are looking on, it have that kind of rounded corner. So make sure that we set it very well. So I would just want to look at this particular one over here, and then we just have to, yeah, so as you can see, this one have that kind of rounded all round corner, yeah, over here. So basically let's go over here, and then instead of the grid media having that kind of all round, I'm just going to make sure that this doesn't have, so it will have top right, but it wouldn't have bottom. Okay, it wouldn't have bottom. Okay, it's gonna be something like this. And then let's look at the grid item also over here. Okay, so it's also going to have the border radius. I'm going to just link it over here, and then it's going to have, bottom 14, left also 14. Okay, so that is exactly what it's going to have. And then I'll unlink this one over here, and then what I'll do is I'll just make this one 20 top, right 20, bottom also 20, and then left also 20. All right, so I want it to be something like this, and then I'm gonna give it, a background color of all white. Okay, so something like this, and then I don't think it's gonna have a border, color. So I'm just going to clear that border kind of color here. Let's see what else do we have here. So let's go to the grid media. Let's go to the grid media, and then also we're gonna clear the color over here. Okay, so first of all, what I'll do is I'll go to the grid item over here, and then I will just not make it any color. So I'm not going to give it any color. I want to see how it looks like. So no color over here for the grid item, but all right guys, so I don't know why this glitch is over here, but I think we don't have to worry too much. So I'm just going to publish it since it doesn't show on the front end. I'm just going to publish it over here, and then we see how, yeah, so this is how everything is working now. So now our website is has taken shape over here. So the only thing we have to do now is to do our footer and our header, and then we are good to go. All right guys, so we want to deal with our footer and then also our header and then also our footer. Okay, so we're going to go and then design or customize our footer and then our header. So let's jump into it. So to be able to do that, there are two ways you can be able to do that. First of all, you can click on customize over here, or you can also go back over here and then go to the dashboard, and then also under dashboard you go to appearance and then you click on customize. So these are the main the two ways you can be able to reach to the customization side. So so over here you go to appearance over here, appearance, and then after that you click on customize, or you can just click on customize when you're at the front page or the front end over here. So I'm going to click on the customize over here. I'm going to click on this over here. All right, so now that we are over here, all what we need to do is to click on, you see we have colors, we have font, we have header, we have footer, we have general, we have post and other stuff. You can make sure that you set up everything correctly. Okay, so for instance, if you click on colors and font, over here you can be able to set up all your colors and font over here. So for us, we are using this particular color over here, so I'm going to just copy this color so we can set up our color over here. That is our main color over here. You can set it up over here. I'm going to just do same, duplicate this one also over here. Okay, so you can set up your main colors over here. When you go down, so your link colors you can also set up. Now I want to set up my link colors to be yellow, so I'll come over here and set up my link colors to be yellow. Okay, and then when somebody hover on it, I want it to be a little bit darker yellow. So what I'll do is I'll just go over here and then use this one. Okay, so basically that is it. If I like, also over here I can change it to my yellow or something like that. So it's going to be something like that, so that the yellow will run through most of the things that I want. Okay, so as you see over here, this is my link color. Okay, and if you go over here also, if I hover on it, see that it changes to what? Changes to yellow. Okay, so basically that is it. Now let's go to, let me come over here. Okay, I still want to use this yellow color over here, and I want to copy this color. Let me copy this color, ff9, and replace it with this one. All right, and then over here I want to the text, my text, I want to use the footer blue black. So with the text over here, this is the strongest text. Okay, so as you can see, I want to use this one. Okay, and then this one is also kind of like a lighter one, so I'll come like this and we are good to go. So I think this is okay. So I'll come over here on the buttons also. You can just make sure that you set up your button correctly, and border radius I'm going to set to 50. Yeah, so basically everything should be fine. And then typography also, I want to change the base or the system default to Arial. So I'll change this one to Arial so that they will all inherit from it. So I'm going to use this one, this particular one. Okay, so now I'll come over here and just click on publish. Okay, so now I've set up my colors, my font, everything. Now let's go to header. Let's go to header. So remember that if you look at this website, the header is what? The header is transparent. Okay, the header is a transparent and sticky header. So if you look at it, you're gonna see that the header is a transparent and sticky header. So this is what we want to also create. So we come over here and then we scroll down and we say what we want to enable transparent header. So we're going to enable the transparent header over here. So as you can see, our transparent header is enabled. Now you can disable the header on maybe search and archive. You can also disable it on on pages and disable it on post. Okay, so let's say I want to disable it on post. So it means that on my post I don't want to have this kind of like header. Okay, and then even on the pages you can even disable it and then enable it on the individual pages. Okay, so that is what you can also do, but I want to just leave it as it is. And then the logo icon, the site title, color, the navigation, let's change the navigation colors. Let's use this colors and then set this one as a hover. We want to set this to this one, and then active also we want to set it to this one. So this is how it's going to work. It's going to be like, okay, so with this one, if you look at it, the navigation is in the middle over here. Okay, so what I want is I want it to be in the middle over here, and then I want a button also to be here. So I'm going to put a button here. I'm going to put a button over here. With a button I'll say maybe consult. What does it say consult now. Okay, so I'm going to say consult now. Consult now. Okay, and I can link it to the any page that I want. For now I'm going to use the pound sign. Now when I go over here I can be able to change the colors. Okay, so I'm going to change the colors to this color over here. Yeah, basically I'll change it to this color over here. Okay, and then the background color I'm going to just leave it as it is. Okay, so this is header over here. Now with the logo we can also set the logo. Now when you click on this launch icon over here, it will open the logo settings for you. Now I just want a logo, and then I want to select my logo. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and then select my logo. I'm going to just select this logo over here, and I'll skip cropping because I don't want to crop. And this is how it's going to show. Okay, so I mean, of course you can increase it if you want to increase it, but this is how it's going to show. You can change the settings in all the other sizes. So all the other sizes you can also change the settings. Okay, so basically something like this is quite okay. So now we have our logo set up. We have our header also done. We can go ahead and publish it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and then go to sticky header. So now we have a transparent header, but it's not sticky. Okay, but now we want it to be to be sticky. So how can we make it sticky? We want to enable the sticky header. So enable it over here so that when you scroll it's supposed to stick. Okay, so let's wait for it to load, and then when you scroll we'll have that sticky nice header. So let's go over here. You see it's now is now sticky. So what we need to do is to change some certain things. So what I want to do is for the sticky background, sticky background over there, sticky header background, I'm going to use this to change it. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, so very nicely done. Okay, and I'll just click on publish. All right, so now what I'll do is I'm going to go back. Now of course whatever you do, make sure that you do it in the same mobile site. So of course these are the toggle icons over here, which will change from screen to screen. So this is desktop, this is tablet, and this is mobile. So whatever you are doing, make sure that you do it on the mobile. Now let's even work on the header on the mobile side. So let's click on this over here, and this is how the header looks like. And this is the toggle icon. So let's go to header over here, and let's click to show the header. And this is our off canvas. So when we click on the toggle icon, this is what we're going to have. Okay, but we want to change, the off canvas color. So we want to go over here, and then the pop up color, we want to change it to this one. Of course, we can even make it a little bit transparent. Okay, so that is what basically it. And then also we can even bring a button also over here. So we can go ahead and then bring a button over here, click over here to change, and this one will be what, consult now. Okay, and then with the button you can go ahead and then change the text colors that you want it to show. Change the text colors that you want it to show, and make sure that you give it a URL to point to the URL that you want. Okay, and that is what basically. So I'm going to just click on publish, and now if I click on this, see, now I have this beautiful design, um, beautiful design pop-up over here showing our mobile navigation over here. So that is the mobile navigation. Of course, you can add so many things over here. You can also design this one the way you want it. Okay, that is it. Now let's go back, and then I'm going to toggle to this place. Now let's go back to our footer. Okay, so let's go back to our footer. So I'm going to go back over here and again go to footer. So we want to what? We want to edit our footer. So as you can see, this is our footer. With the footer, we have the middle row, we have the top row, and then we have the bottom row. This is the bottom row that shows the copyright. Okay, so we want to edit our copyright. So over here you can edit it. Okay, so the site title and then the theme credit, you can remove it and put your own thing over there. So I want to put my own thing over there, designed by Kaetech Digital. Okay, so this is what it's going to be like. And then of course you can click on this ranch icon over here, or the settings icon, and then just reduce the size of it. So the column space is 30, but the top I want it to be 0, and the bottom I want it to also be 0, so that it's going to be something small. And then also when I come over here, I go to design over here, I can copy the footer dark color. Okay, footer dark blue black, or dark blue, and then come here and footer background or bottom background, and then paste it over here. Okay, so I'll have something darker like this, and then I'll scroll up and then change the content details. So I'm going to just make it white, and then also you can be able to change some certain font settings and all those things to suit the way you want it. So it's all about just designing the thing. So I'm going to just go back to size over here and reduce it to 15. Okay, so 15 is quite okay for me. Of course you can change the sizes in all the responsiveness, all the devices over here. So both tablet and mobile, you can be able to do so. All right, so this is the footer bottom or bottom row. Now let's go to the main row over here. So if you look at this website, if you scroll down to the footer, they have the bottom over here, and then they have the main row over here, which has 4 columns: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 columns. Okay, so 4 columns over here. So I'm going to go over here, and over here I'll click on this middle row, and then I'll choose 4 columns for it. I'm going to choose 4 columns for it, and then the first column, I want it to have the widget 1. Okay, the second column, I want it to have widget 2, the third column widget 3, and then the fourth column is widget 4. Okay, so you're going to have this once over there. Now of course you can click over here to edit all the columns that you want. But since we've installed the classic widget, we're going to use the classic widget to fill in this space. But what we will do is we can click over here, okay, and as you can see, we can be able to add a widget. Now what widget can we add? We can add maybe a text widget. Okay, so we can add a text widget over here, and then with a text widget we can if you look at this one, they have our company. So we have the name which says our company. So we're going to copy it. So the title is going to be our company. Okay, our company over here. And then this one is the logo. And then also we have something small about the company. So um, we come over here. And then we insert our logo. So we're going to insert our logo into it. So I'm going to scroll down to where the logo is, insert it, okay, and then just make it, let me see. Okay, so this is our logo. So I'm going to come down over here and then just paste in my text over here. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now, of course, we can change the color of the middle row. Okay, so we're going to change the color of the middle row. So I'm going to come over here and then change the middle row color. Instead of white, we want to make it this blue color. Okay, so this is what we want to make it. Okay, so that everything will show properly for us. And then the widget titles also, we want to make it this way. And then what again, the content, widget content also, we want to make it white. Okay, but not that white, like a brownish white, something like that, ash kind of color. Okay, so basically this is quite okay. Of course, you can change the size, you can select the size and other stuff that you want. So let me just make it like a 16, which is quite okay. Now whatever you do, like I told you, make sure that you do it in the mobile side also. You change it over here to do it the way you want it. All right, so now let's go to widget 2. Now that we set up widget 2, let's go to widget 1. Let's go to widget 2, and then we're going to add a widget. Okay, so what widget are we also going to add over here? We'll add a text widget, the same text widget. Now this time around, what does it say over here? It says contact info. So we're going to add our contact information over here, and I'm just going to copy what I see over here and then paste it over there. But of course, you can type in your own contact info. Okay, so this is basically our contact info over here. So as you can see, this is it. And then let's go to widget 3 over here. Now widget 3 is is a nav menu. Okay, so we will use navigation menu. Okay, navigation menu, and we select we're going to select our navigation, and then it is called what? Practice. Okay, so practice is what we're going to use, and then we say practice. All right, so this is our nav menu, which is showing practice over here. But as you can see, we can't see let me just click done. We can't see the color over here, so let me just go over here and then look at the link colors. Okay, so link colors over here. Now the same color that we use for the content, we're going to use it for our link colors. Okay, so that's exactly what we will do. We're going to use for our link colors. So as you can see, now the link colors is showing perfectly well, and we can also come over here and set this one as a hover, so that when somebody hover on it, this is how we're going to see it. Okay, so that is for our widget 3. And then widget 4 is also a nav menu. So we're going to go over here and search for nav, the same navigation menu. And then this time around, we're going to use the quick links. So quick links. That is exactly what we will use. Quick links. All right, so we have our quick links over there, and we close it. So as you can see, now we have everything set up, but the only thing we want to do is click on the middle row over here, and then go to general, and then we want to change the layout. So we want to use this layout instead of this layout. So I'm gonna click over here and make it like this. So guys, as you can see, our footer is now very beautifully set up. So we've published it. Make sure you publish it, and make sure that it fits well on mobile also. So come over here and make sure that everything fits pretty well on mobile, the way you want it. If you don't want it on left align, you can position it in the middle, anyhow you want it. Okay, so depends on you, how you want it. So you can click on this and then just position it the way you want it. So if you want to position this one in the middle, just click over here, and as you can see, it is in the middle. If you come over here, you can also position this one in the middle. Okay, but make sure that you are on the right one. Okay, so as you can see, this one should be here, but when I'm over here, I want it to be in the middle like this, right? The same way applies to this one. This one is also what, here. Okay, it should be everything should be in the middle like this. When I'm over here, let me see, it's also supposed to be like this, right? So basically that is it. So if I go to this one also, if I come to this side, I want it to be in the middle. The same thing applies to the fourth one. If I come to the mobile, I want it to be in the middle. Okay, so guys, this is how you can be able to design your footer and header um, using Cadence theme. Okay, so that is it. So I'm going to close it and come back to a normal website and see how it looks like. So guys, as you can see, now we have almost the same as our our website that we are looking on it to work on. Very beautifully designed law firm website. So if you want a law firm website, then this video has been very helpful. You can be able to design the home page. Now that you have been able to design the home page, use that same skill to design all the other pages. I'm not going to go ahead to design all those things because this tutorial has been long enough. So use the same skill that you have gotten to design all the other pages for yourself. But before we go on, I want to show you how you can be able to make this website mobile responsive. So we did the header and footer mobile responsive, but we didn't do this the body mobile responsive. So to be able to do that, we're going to click on the tablet mode over here, and then we adjust some few settings over here so that our website to be what, mobile responsive. So to do that, all what we do is I'm gonna click over here, and then first of all, let me just refresh this page. All right guys, so now that we have refreshed the website, you can see that all the header and the footer are now showing perfectly on in Elementor over here. So what we will do is we want to make it responsive on tablet and mobile. So we're going to click on tablet first. I'm going to start with tablet, and then what I'll do is I'm going to click over here to reduce the sizes of the font or the text on this particular pages. So I'm going to just reduce the size and make it like 30. Like 30 is okay. So I'll come over here and also reduce the size over here. So I'm gonna go to certain style over here, go click on typography and make this one 14. All right, so as you can see, it shows perfectly well. The next one is I want to give a space at each side. So I'm going to go over here and then click on the big container or the main container over here, and then go to it advanced, and then this is 120 and this is 80. So I remember I'm going to unlink the padding, because when I unlink it, everything will go. And I'm going to set 20 over here, and then also 20 at the left. So as it's going to be something like this. And over here I want to go to it padding, so I'll go to advanced over here, and now I'll just remove the padding over here. So now you see that this one is perfectly set up over here. This is nice. So I'm going to go to the next over here and also reduce this and this ones. Okay, so I'm going to click over here and go to a style. So that is how you will be able to just reduce the sizes to fit the screen size. So this one I'm going to make it 30. Over here also I'm going to make it 14. So I'm going to go to style over here and click on this pencil icon or pen icon, and then make it what 14. All right, so over here also I will just click on this pencil icon, go to style, okay, go to icon, reduce the size of the icon a little bit, so like 30 is quite okay. And then go to content, okay, click on content, and also reduce the size of the head, the title, which is 18, make it like 15. And then typography for the description, make it like 12. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just right click on this one, copy it, come over here, right click on it, paste style. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm going to do. Paste style, paste style, paste style, and then I'll paste style. So guys, as you can see, it looks pretty good. It looks decent over here. And what I'll do is I'm going to click on this particular one over here, the main container, go to advanced over here, and I want to create space. Even there are spaces over here, so there's no need for me to create space. I'm still going to go over here, click over here, and then go to style, change this one to 30. So I'm going to change it to 30. Come over here, go to style, then change the typography font size to 14. All right, so we're going to do same for all these ones. Okay, so make sure you do same for all of them. So I'm going to go to a style, change this one to, this is 30, I'm going to change it to, let's say 18. Okay, and come over here, go to style, this is also 18, I'm going to change it to 14. All right, so do same for all of them. Okay, so we come over here, we click over here, and then go to, this is 30, I'm going to change it to 20. Okay, come over here, go to style, this is 18, I'm going to change it to 14. All right, so I'm just going to copy and paste style, copy and paste style, and then we are good to go. So copy, paste style, paste style, and then over here we copy, we paste style over here, and then we also paste style over here. All right, so guys, as you can see, this one also looks good. Now we're going to come over here also and then make sure that we set it up the way we want it. So I'm going to come over here, go to style over here, go to icon, I'm going to reduce the size of the icon from 45 to 25. Okay, or maybe to 30. All right, so content also, I'm going to reduce the size of the content from 22 to 16. Okay, so and then I'll come over here and also reduce the style of reduce the size of this number. Okay, from the typography, instead of 66, I'm gonna make it 35. 65, I'm gonna make it 35. Okay, so basically that is it. So what I'll do is I'll copy, paste style, copy, paste style, copy, paste style. So paste style over here, paste style over here, and then paste style also over here. Then over here also, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna paste style over here, I'm gonna paste style over here, I'm gonna also paste style over here. All right, so guys, as you can see, this looks good. It's looks okay. So basically that is it. So we come over here also, this one also we're gonna change the style, the size of it, and then make it 30. So we're gonna make it like a 30, 30, and then this one is also going to be a different size, font size. So over here we're going to make it 14. Okay, so over here we'll also have to make sure that we set it, the size the way it's supposed to be. So the title title font size, instead of 20 we'll make it 16. Okay, and then the content also, or the assets, sorry, we don't have any content for it, we have assets. So we're going to go to assets, and then also the typography also, instead of 15 we'll make it, let's make it 14. Okay, so basically that is it. Everything is working perfectly well. When you go to this place also, we can be able to also change some few things over here. I'm gonna go over here and then click on this one, change it to 30, and then come over here, and then also click on style over here, and then we're going to change it to also 18. Okay, and then over here I'll click on this one, then reduce this one a little bit, then go to advanced over here, and then what I'll do is I'll link this one, and then I will just give it a right of 20, a left of also 20. Okay, so it's quite okay. So then I'll publish it. All right, so now that we have done the tablet, we're gonna go to our mobile site. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to mobile. Let me scroll up. Okay, so this is our mobile. Look at how not nice it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, and then what we're going to do is we will give it, we'll give it a top padding of 80. Okay, 80, let me say 120. Okay, and then bottom of 80. Okay, and then side by side of 20 and 20. Okay, so this is perfect. This is very, very nice. Okay, so we don't need to even do anything about it. Okay, and over here what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the sizes of each container. Okay, so I'll click on this container, and instead of pixel I'll change it to percentage, and then I'll make it like 30 30%. The same way I'll come over here, and then that one also I'll change it to from pixel to percentage, and also make it 30. And then the same way I'll come over here, okay, and then instead of pixel, I'll change it to percentage and also make it 30. All right, so now we have these three. Now our only problem is that they are all in this kind of straight line over here, stuck on each other. We don't want it that way, so I'm going to just go ahead and locate the main container. Okay, so if you hover on it, see that this is the main container, right? We're going to locate the main container over here. Okay, yes, very good. And then we change the direction to this. Okay, so this is how the direction looks like, and it's still the 30 did not really go over here. It means that we need to make sure that it fits over here. So how do we do it? We have to reduce the sizes of each one of them. Okay, so what we're going to do is okay, so let me go to the main container and then also change this one from pixel to percentage. All right, so now that we are all in percentage, then we can be able to reduce it a little bit. So instead of 30 30, let's make it like 20 28 28. Okay, so 28 28. This one will also be 28. All right, and this one will also be 28. So now, as you can see, they are all lined up the way we want it. Okay, so that is it. Now what I want is I want this one to be in the middle. So I'm going to click over here and position it in the middle like this. This one also should be in the middle, so I'll position it like this, and this one also should be in the middle. So I'm going to go to a style over here, and I'm going to position it in the middle or in the center. So it's going to be something like this. So now it is perfect, it's good. So let's go over here also and then reduce the size of this one a little bit. So we're going to go over here and then reduce it from 30 to 25. So like this, and everything is what it's looking great. Okay, so over here also we can reduce the sizes and make it 2 2 or even 3 3 instead of what it's being like this. So I'm going to change this one to percentage, and I'll make here, instead of 30, I'm going to make here like 25. Okay, so I'll make here 30. It's still not good. 40. Okay, so I'll come over here and also change this one to percentage and make this one also 40. So as you can see, it's taking shape. I'll go over here and also make this one, change it to percentage and change it to 40. Come over here, change this one to percentage and also make it 40. All right, so as you can see, now we have something we can really boast about. So even instead of 40, I want to change it to 45. So 45, and this one will also be 45. Okay, the same way applies to this one, 45, and this one also 45. All right, so this is it. This is how it looks like, and everything is looking perfectly well. Now let's go to the next one, which is why choose us. So we're gonna go over here, click on this one, change this one also to 25. If you want to reduce this one to a little bit lower, you can do so, but of course we can come over here and set this one in the middle, also set this one in the middle. So there are three reasons that why you should choose us, and these are all the reasons over here. Okay, no need to do anything about it. Now over here is where everything is, you know, a little bit in a mess, but of course we will also fix it. So we'll come over here and then change this one also to percentage, and then make this one also 45. Okay. Also come over here, change this one also to percentage, and then make this one also 45. So as you can see, it's also taking shape. Now, of course, we'll fix everything, so don't worry. We're gonna come this way also, change this one to percentage, and then make this one also 45. And then you come to the last one, we change this one also to percentage, and then we change the width to 45. All right, so now we have it like this. Now all what we need to do is to make sure that we adjust it well. So let's still adjust this one like this, and then if possible, let's try and then reduce you know, this a little bit to from 35 to maybe 30. Okay, so that's it. We come over here, we copy, we paste down, paste down. So we're gonna copy this one, copy it, come over here, and then we paste down. Why is this thing not working? So let me go over here, come to this place. Okay, so basically it's supposed to work. I don't know why it's not working, so I need to just adjust it you know, the way I want before it works for me. Okay, go over here. Okay, so the same way, let me just copy this one, come over here, paste style, come over here, paste style, come over here, paste style. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position them in the middle. So I'll click on this one, click on this, and then make sure that everything is in the middle, right? And then also adjust everything in the center, right? All right, so everything is in the middle right now. Okay, so the only thing I would do is go to this place and then unlink, you know, this one over here, give it a top of 40, bottom of 40, the left side give it 20. Okay, and then the right side give it like a 10. All right, so everything is what set. Okay, as in set, and we are good to go. We are good to go. Yep. So yeah, so what we can do is we can reduce you know, the sizes over here. So when we go over here, the size over here, I'm going to give it like a 5 so that it will be reduced a little bit. Come over here, there is column gap over here, reduce it. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. And then also over here, change the column gap to 5. Come over here and change the column gap also to 5. Okay, so now we are done with this side also. Now this is our latest blog. I think it's quite okay. There's nothing much to do about it over here. I'm just going to make this one 25, and all is okay. Everything is fine, everything is okay. And over here also, I think everything is okay. I'm just going to reduce this one a little bit. Instead of 18, I'm going to make it like a 16, and then reduce this pixel to to maybe 25. Yeah, something like this. And this one also, I will reduce the size from 30 to 25. All right, so now everything works perfect. Everything is what perfect. So we can just go ahead and click on publish. Okay, guys, so I'm going to bring the tutorial to an end over here, and as you can see, we have been able to create this beautiful website over here. Even though we did not create the full website, but we've created the home page, which with the home page you can be able to create your own website with it. So I've taught you everything that you need to use to be able to create your own website. We've talked about the header, the footer, the home page, and everything that Elementor will give you. So this is a law firm website, and I hope this video helps you to be able to create your own law firm website. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. My name is Kobe. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Now if you want this full template, if you want a full template, you can go to templateseller.com. Can go to templateseller.com, and you can be able to get that template over there. So template seller is a place where you can get all your nice templates for your web design. So if you go over here, this is the law firm website over here. It's $39. You can get the full template for your law firm website. All you need to do is to change the words and other stuff in it, and then it becomes yours and you can be able to use it. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. My name is Kobe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Kaetech Digital. Let's grow together. See you in the next video. Bye bye.